Hey y'all, how's everybody doing this Saturday afternoon? Thank you for being here. I just wanted to come on and talk to y'all for a little bit and see what's going on. I got a couple of things I want to talk about other than what I put in my minutes today. I'm just kind of talk about some other things I put in there. Make sure you hit the like button. Hello to everybody. Hey, Sin, thank you for being here. Justine, hello. How's everybody? Hey, the Diva. I'm glad that you all can make it today. We'll give y'all a few minutes to get in. Hey, Linda, how are you? Fonda, what's going on, Sora? What's going on? How y'all been doing? Hey, Avery, Sandra, Tammy, Valencia, Kim. How's everybody doing? Hey, Ayana, all 64, Daphne, Cicely, Birdie, Missy P, Melissa, Crystal. Ah, girl, we're going to talk about the drop off. We're going to talk about the drop off while y'all getting in here. Yes, honey, you are right on time, Bernice. Hey, mother of six. Y'all, the drop off. Oh my gosh. While everybody getting in here, we'll talk about it. We'll give y'all a couple of minutes. We'll get started at the 3 minute mark. Um, ooh, child, today. Waking up today and Lillian not being here. Like once I realized, I'm up and I went to her room and she's not here. I texted her this morning to just see how she's doing. And then I FaceTimed her and I felt so much better because she was at lunch. She was with her friend. So she looked great. But I don't know about y'all. And I know, it's not like I'm not talking about it because I'm the first parent to have a child go to school. It's just that I've never had a child to go to school as, my only child. Girl, I cried the whole way up. Like I cried the entire. Like she rode with her dad. Her dad was driving in front, and I was behind them. And I just told her to ride with him because I knew that would not. I didn't want to send her off like that because I cried the entire time. I just thought about all kind of different stuff, and then all kind of different stuff had come back to me about when he and I were going through the divorce and separation, how young she was, and then like we were so bitter towards each other. And then I think when he had a son, that's when things started changing. And I had a conversation with him. I was like, Lillian has a brother. So whatever you feel, I'm good. Whatever you feel and you need to get over, I get it. But she has a brother, he has a sister, and I will not allow him not to be a part of Lillian's world and for Lillian not to be a part of his world. So after that, it got a little bit better. Things got tough towards the end. But I think overall, Lillian was so happy because it was just us three. It was just her mom and her dad and her. And she was so happy. And I didn't want to go in there crying and, just a blubbering nut. So I held it together. Then you get all that stuff in the room, child. You can't even think about nothing else but how you're going to get these boxes out, where you're going to put all this stuff. So she going to Cornell monthly. I'm going to go and see her this coming up weekend because I'll get ready to leave to go to work. So I'm going to see her before I go. Hey. Yeah, holding it is so hard, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know about y'all who took your kids to school, and I know it's a crazy feeling because you these little people, you carry them around for 9 months, and then you bring them out here outside in the world, and it's tough when they go to kindergarten, and then you're okay because they got to go to school. Then when they get to high school, you're like, you know what? We got a couple more years. This thing is gonna go crazy, and then when you have to let them be and go, that is insane. Like I was not ready for that. I mean, and I listened to y'all. And I wasn't ready. I just was not ready. And she had cried. She cried like yesterday when we was getting ready to go, and she was looking at this guy who took his daughter to kindergarten. And I looked over at her eyes was wetting up, my eyes was wetting up, and we had a conversation. She said she was a little scared, and sometimes I'm tough with her, but it comes from love. And I told her, I'm sorry if I've ever done anything to pierce your heart, I am sorry. And I also told her the reason that I was so tough with her was because, and it's not tough in a bad way. It's just like I get onto her sometimes and I talk tough to her and I explain it. I was like, if you can handle me, mine is coming from love. The world is not going to love you like that. So I'm building you so you can handle it. And she's ready. She's ready. I mean, she's got to be ready. She's gone, so I just, like if I'm on her about cleaning up and I'm on her about getting things together and I'm on her not don't be lazy and things like that. And that's what I'm talking about, and I don't, I don't talk to her bad, to put her down, but I always explain what I'm saying. So I just was trying to build her strength, her strength and her ability to let things roll off her back. So that's what I did for, it was hard, y'all. I mean, like I said, I know parents take their kids to school and I'm not the first and I'm not going to be the last, but this was crazy. Like I wasn't even expecting it to be like this. That was crazy. I mean, insane, insane. But I talked to her today. She looked so pretty. She was out to lunch. So I feel good about that. So yeah, I had to prepare her. We talked about the bang bang and we talked about all of that. And I was like, I was just straight up. And her dad talked to her. And, we went out to lunch and she was just so happy that we were together. So I was happy about that. Oh, it's so different when it has been you and then her. It's so difficult. Like, and even when I go to work, I'm always on a FaceTime away and I'm always talking to the school, talking to her. And then, she's with me as soon as I get home. And then, she's with her dad. So they have such a good relationship. They had got on my nerves so bad in Walmart yesterday because I'm very serious. Like, I'm very serious about her going to school and stuff. And they behind me playing and making up songs and I'm serious and I'm like, okay, let me hurry and get out of here because y'all about to drive me crazy. But I love that they have that relationship. I love it because it is very important to me. And you know what, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. When I wrote my book, Rose with No Thorns, I wrote it about Carrington going to college and her dad took her to college. Her dad was with her because my father had passed away by the time I had gone to college. And so when I was writing it, it was really hard to write. And I wrote it how I would think that I would have gone to school with my mom and my dad. So yesterday I cried a whole lot more and I thought about that because that's exactly what was happening. She was in the car with her father, and I know that they had a lot of fun and joking. So I knew that he would give her a better experience going to school than I would have crying in the car behind him. So, and I just thought about that. And that was just really important to me. And I'm glad that she had that experience. So yesterday was good. Last night I was so tired and I talked to her last night. So I talked to her this morning. So everything's good. So we got that over with. Lily Chan is good. She's doing well and I'm so happy. So I couldn't ask for a better child. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited for her and what she's going to experience. Whew, child, that was tough. Thank y'all for helping me through that. Thank y'all so much. Jackson too, and they couldn't stand each other. Alicia said her parents, my mom and dad drove me together from Chicago to Jackson too, and they couldn't stand each other until it was girl, it is crazy. It's crazy. And I was so glad that it was just us. I really was, because that was very important. Because in our divorce, I remember it was so bad. It was so bad. But I remember one year for Christmas, I asked her what she wanted. She's like, I want this, I want that. She said, but I really want my family to be together. And I knew how important that was. And I would talk to him. And I was like, this is so important for Lillian. We have got to get this together because she is the most important person in this situation. So for it to be us, for us to be in the same vehicle together, for us to go and have a meal together, I thought it was the best thing ever for her to be sent off to college with her mom and dad and her intact. That was very important to me. So my dreams came true, her dreams came true, and I hope she continues to make her dreams come true. Because honey, baby boo, whew, it was tough. Is Jada in here? Shout out to Jada. Shout out to Under the Rocks with Jada. I saw her interview with Ken and the podcast crew. That was awesome. Shout out to you for that. I love that. What do y'all want to get started with? Do y'all want to get started with? I have some things from Love and Marriage Huntsville I want to talk about. Do you want to get started with that and get it out of the way, and we can get that done? Yeah, girl, I got through it. It was tough on you, girl, but I got through it. We can start with that and get that done because I just really want to point something out. We did a very good thing for her. It was I love the way it just, because it was like, even when he and I hugged, he was like, it's going to be okay. Like, oh my God, I don't know when the last time something like that happened. So, okay, let's get that show out of the way, as Ms. Z says. All right. So they're going to be like 3 different things going on tonight on the show. It's the Tisha and Kimmy duo against Nail. Is Martell talking to his mother, and then it's the guys talking to Ken. So we'll start with this one. Yeah, her room is great. I love her room. So Tisha is talking here to Trish, and she's telling her, like, this is your party. So I guess maybe, I don't know, what was that, last year? We saw when Trish and Ken were having the cowboy party or whatever. So now it'll be on tonight. And she was telling her, I guess it's Trish's birthday. She was like, why is Ken on the pictures with you? I thought that was so crazy for Tisha to ask that question. Like, why? This is your birthday. It should be you. She was like, that's my chocolate cowboy. And I was like, Tisha, the nerve of you to even bring something like that up. Y'all get these likes up. It's 80 likes. We got 163 in here. Come on, people in the bushes. Let's go. Just like the video. So I really did think that was really crazy for her to say, she was like chastising her, right? She was like, why is he on the posters? It's your birthday. And I'm like, Tisha, if Marceau put a poster out, you would beg him to put your picture on it. You know what I'm saying? But Tisha is giving off, from the 2 episodes I've watched, from what you all told me in the last live, and from watching these clips, Tisha Marceau is doing some big lying this season. I mean, some big lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are omitting so much. They're omitting a lot. We're talking about the house. They're not talking about how Jada said, the Harry Hines girl. They are not touching that. Maurice, the least, is like pulling Jalen in, talking about his upbringing. Jalen is out of the house. Why do we care what kind of parenting he's done? You know what kind of parent he is. Kimmy told us in the first season that she didn't want to be a mother to, she didn't want to have to mother someone else. She ended up mothering Monster when he was there. And we all know that Maurice is the least. He's the least what he does. He's the least father. He's the least husband. So I don't know why this is a storyline. Why is this a storyline that he wasn't treating him like a son? He did halfway treat his son like a son. That's a mess. And then Martell mama, this is the last thing I'm going to say. Baby, let me say this. If y'all had seen this clip of Marlene talking about Ariane, when she was like, when you got into that thing, their relationship, like, Marlene was not there for it. And you could tell that Marlene missed the money and the lifestyle that was afforded to her through mail. You can tell she missed it. She was devastated. She said, I was hurt because I lost my family, and then for her to say it was an incident, it's still the enabling going on. But when she said that thing, your relationship with her, she was like, I didn't like it. So she gave Martell a hard time because she knows that it's not going to be like it used to be. she knows that it is not. Hey, proud Mimi. What you said, Patricia? Tisha is in everybody's business. Right. Yeah, Marlene knows that it is not, her life is never going to be the same like it used to be when Mel was there. She is very well aware. Oh, I'm trying to get this down. Hold on. Very well aware that I'm sorry. She is very well aware that things have changed and they will not be the same because Ariane trying to be in school to be a whatever she's trying to be is not going to be the same. Hold on. Let me make sure I get the right thing off. I think I am. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, next thing let's talk about. She said, why is Marlene talking in code? Girl, I don't know why Marlene is talking in code. I have no idea. It is crazy. He has absolutely nothing going on. Nothing going on. Let me take this off of here. Let me take Tisha off of here so I can give some space because there's some other things I want to bring up. Let's get into the housewives, child. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Wait a minute. Maybe I'll bring it up in a minute. So, shout out to wait a minute, where is it? Shout out to Gossip of the City. There we go. Shout out to Gossip of the City. So Peter Thomas will be released from federal prison next year on November the 6th? November the 6th. So no, I'm not watching it. I was talking about the clips. Peter, now from my understanding, Peter could do, this is just what I heard, Peter may end up doing, because he's supposed to do 18 months, right? But with everything they said that he will be doing, he could get out in 8 or 9 months. I don't know. I feel like Peter really messed up by not going in earlier and getting this thing moving. I feel like he would have been able to be out earlier for real if he had gone in and just got it done. But he did not do that. So the 18th of November is what he is set to come back with. Peter is there right now. So I hate it so bad. I hate it so bad. Because I hope Peter having an okay time. Because Peter will talk his way into any and everything. What name did you see? But let's move on to here. Let me take Peter down. So let's just send our prayers and patience to Peter as he does his time in the Miami federal prisons. Now this right here, let's go to Porsha. Porsha Williams lists $1.85 million Metro Atlanta home where her mama stayed, fresh off her divorce papers being signed. Shout out to Tasha K. So the way that this is being said and reiterated for Porsha is that she is selling this home so that she can have money to keep up with the house that she resides in from Simon. Now, we talked about how much that mortgage is. Yes, I did. I got it on here, girl. We're gonna bring it up. I'm gonna have got to go through this and then bring it back up. Not Alicia said she not sending Porsha Peter nothing. Look what Alicia said, y'all. At least you honest, honey. At least you're honest. But I'm gonna tell you something. I think it's, and this is just me. I think it's just really crazy that Porsha would be in that very expensive home, and she has this beautiful house. I would be putting up the other house, getting the money out of, but you know what? What did Simon say? I don't know if there's anybody in Atlanta. Hold on. I'll ask that question while I'm talking. Okay, Valencia, let me ask somebody that question while I'm talking, and I'll see if I can get you an answer. Um, like Peter said, I don't think. I mean, not Peter, but like Simon said, I don't think nobody is going to be in store for a $7 million home. Oh, Tisha, yeah, Tisha and what you call really going at it. Nell and Tisha get into a tussle. Marcel get in the middle of it. Yeah, I don't know. Tisha tried to be that girl this year. Hold on. Let me go do what Valencia asked me to do because I get Marcel pulls Tisha's side. I think Marcel gonna pull Tisha's side. I can't see. Well, you know they're not about to get to tussling. Let me get Valencia's question asked because I get so sidetracked. Hold on. But I think, but like Simon said, ain't nobody in store for no $7 million home. And if I was Porsha, I'd just give him that home and I'll be done with it. I wouldn't even be worried about it. Not your money on there. She said my money on nail, and then tell me about Tisha can't fight. We'll look at the clips and we'll talk about it later. Y'all want to do that or no? Let me know if you want to do that because I'm not watching it. We can talk about it Sunday, but I'm not watching it tonight. But I am gonna be here for the Houston ladies. Definitely gonna be here for them. I'm gonna do that review tonight. Wait a minute, why I can't find her name? Oh my God, hold on. So that's one thing. Let me go on while I'm still doing it. Let me take Porsha down. Let's talk about this child, because when I saw All True T, shout out to All True T. When I saw this and I looked up and I saw it was on a parody site, I was like, well, let me go to her page and let me listen to what it is that she has to say. Right. So I went to her page and I listened to the whole video. I love Michelle. Shout out to Michelle. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me ask this question. Are there any updates on Karen? Okay. So see, I asked the question, are there any updates on Karen? So we'll see what if I get an answer. So okay, Kenya had come out, and like I said, yes, I love Houston. I love it. You're welcome, Valencia. Oh, Valencia, hold on. It's coming, girl. Hold on. So, like I said, Kenya is not she's not a source that can be, is credible, right? She put it out there that it's a love and hip hop person that I can share. None that I can share, but she said none that I can share, but we are on a countdown, Valencia. That's where we are. We on a countdown. So no current updates, but she says she is doing well. But we on a countdown. So that's where we are with Karen. But when I saw this on All True T, and then I looked at it and saw it as a parody site. And then when I looked at it, it was like Michelle's hair was up in a bun. But then when I pulled up this video, Michelle looked like this. Her hair wasn't in a bun. But anyway, she said that Sheree is back. And the only reason they're bringing Sheree back is because of the Charles and Angela situation. They wanted to get Sheree in season 16, but it wasn't enough money, right? So it isn't enough money. But now I guess Sheree is like, well, some money is better than no money. Okay, Valencia, come to the front. I keep seeing folks post November, but that is totally not true. So that's for Karen. I guess people have been saying that Karen gonna get out in November, but she said that that is totally not true. Thank you, because I am on live, child, and this is all I get. This all I just need an update. So yeah, I just feel like Sheree coming back, and then when she said Kim Zolciak could be a friend of the show, and I'm gonna tell you this honestly, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Once I can share. Okay, she said once that she can share, Valencia. She said I'll be the first to know, so that means you will be the second to know. So as soon as I get it, girl, I'll let you know. But like Kim coming back, I can see it. It'll be Sheree, CC. CC said, "Who would KK Kim be friend of?" It'll be Sheree, and the thing is, it will be only Sheree. Because when I was talking about it earlier, who in the world exactly? Okay, healthcare workers. Here it goes. This is how I see it laid out. This is how I see it. When she said, "Who would Sheree come back for?" I'm sorry. Well, I'll just keep right here. Same thing. Sheree coming back for what exactly? So the reason they're bringing Sheree back is because of the Charles Oakley situation, but Sheree is not going with Charles Oakley. She's not cheating with Charles Oakley. Hey, April. It's not anything with Charles Oakley. It's just the fact that she used to date Charles Oakley. Phaedra mentioned it. And then Angela said that she wouldn't mind Sheree being on the show because she felt like Sheree was one of the people who still is not checking for Charles. Right? So then you have Kim's daughter on the NY Next Generation show. Then you have Kim showing up. Then you got Kim on the Reverse Botox show, right? And then you got Kim on Watch What Happens Live. Kim will be back as a friend. I put Michelle is never really wrong about this. I don't think she's been wrong since she's been talking about anything going on in Atlanta. And I don't think she's wrong now. Jarvis and Kim don't need to come back. Y'all really don't understand how funny y'all are. Y'all don't understand that. So I can see, because Kim doesn't get along with Porsha. She doesn't get along with Phaedra because, she feels like Phaedra's lying, ever since the baby situation. Phaedra didn't know when she was having her baby. She doesn't, I really can't see her getting along that much with Cynthia because Cynthia's so close to Nene. So Sheree was the only person she really got along with. And then in this video that Michelle had done, she played the clip where Kim had made an appearance on the reunion. And then she was talking about, I'm the only white woman that would sit up there with all the African-American women. I'm the craziest one that would do it or something to that effect. And talking about there's no racism here and stuff like that. And I just can't see it. But I mean, Kim needs the money. She needs the money. Yes. She said your whole daughter. Porsha is crazy. Crazy as a basketball girl. That is insane. So I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Can you see it? Do you understand? I can see it. Kim has been out here. She is more visible than she's been since she left, since her show was canceled. She's more visible. Now with her story out there, she don't have no money. She taking money from the kids. I'm with you, Crescent City QT. I'm with it. Let her go make her money somewhere else. But she doesn't have anywhere else to go. Like, I feel like Candy could go anywhere. Candy has gone other places. Candy's on movies. Candy's on series. Candy's on Broadway. Kim can't go anywhere but to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and hopefully she can dust off that nursing degree and go back to work. That's what Kim should do. Kim should go on and dust the nursing degree off and take her behind back to work. You can't be too proud not to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Yeah, that's it. Right here. That's all she knows. That's all she knows is housewives. She doesn't know anything else. She don't have a big papa. She don't have Croy. You know what I'm saying? She needs some money so she can pay her kids back. But like y'all said, that's a personal problem. But it makes sense after what Michelle had said that they'll bring her back as a friend to the show. So this is how I think it's going to play out. If what Michelle is saying is true, Sheree will be back. We will only see Kim, not in all Sheree shots, but majority of Sheree shots. And maybe she gonna come around the group just to see how she will be with Angela. How would she be with Shamia? How would she be with Drew? Because those people don't match. You know what I mean? Hey, Francois. Hey, Lita, how you doing? They don't match. Like Kim and Drew does not match. They both tell fibs, but they just don't match. Kim and Shamia does not match. Kim and Porsha, Kim and Phaedra, they do not match. Kim can only be matched with Sheree, where she can actually have somebody that she can sit down with, right? She can sit down and talk about the other girls with. Because I can see Kim coming over to Sheree's house and she's like, girl, what's going on with the girls? And, you know, Sheree telling all the business. I can see that. And then I can see her bringing Kim to a function and Phaedra, and you know what Phaedra going to say? Girl, she over here because she needs some money. I can hear it. But also, like she said, you know, not kill you, but Nene, it is a slap in the face, right? To bring Nene back, but with Nene, the way she left, and with everything that happened with Nene, I'm about to say transcribed it. Everything that happened with Nene, it's hard to get Nene back on the show. So here's where we are with that. Thank you, Francois. Here's where we are with all of that. So then here's the thing. I think this was AI, her saying this part, because I did not hear Michelle say this in her video. I didn't hear this. But do you think people would boycott that show because Kim is coming back? They do need to bring her back. Now, that would be good, Navigating Life After 40. That would be good, Ronnie. That would be great. That would be good ratings. Because if you put Kim and Nene in a room, even though they would be going at each other, one thing about Kim and Nene is they understand what the people want to see. So even though it would still be some of that real life behind that, it would also be something for us. Because those two women understand what we want, and they would give it to us every time. Now, I could only be for Kim coming back if Nene came back and that was a situation. But if Kim just coming back to lollygag with these girls, because she's only going to be a friend this season. Kim does not look right on this show. She just doesn't look right. Nene is necessary. But they're not. They're not Francois. Nene is not coming back. Nene is not coming back. And the reason you have to know she's not coming back, because if she has settled with Universal and all that, she may be on some red carpets under NBC Universal and all that, but Housewives, no. That was too close to home. I hate that she went out like that because the door is closed for her, and I wish it would just creep open a little bit, just a little bit. Like, bring Nene back as a friend to the show. But the people say Nene can't do that because she's Nene. I get it. But we, at this point, because we love Housewives, we'd accept Nene as a friend, because when she gets on that screen, Nene gonna give us what we want. I know, April. I heard it. That's why I said that. Like, if we could get a friend, if she would do that. But like she said, I'm Nene Leakes. I am a housewife. How could I be a friend to the show? So, no, Lita, no. Let Candy and Kenya stay where they are. Candy is doing fantastic. She has her Amazon Live. She has her Broadway plays. She has all the things. She is on tour. Let her be. Kenya does not. Kenya need to figure out how she gonna have a business in the next 6 days. That's what Kenya needs to do. Kenya has a lot of other stuff to do than worry about being on the Housewives. A lot. So that's where that is. NBC Universal is the Nene Leakes business. NBC Universal is in the Nene Leakes business, and it will take some time, but Bravo is part of that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Bravo is part of that. And like I said, she's back on red carpets and stuff, but I don't think she'll ever darken Housewife doorway. I just don't think she'll do that. Yeah, Candy's on Patreon, so she has a Patreon. So yeah, she's out here. Girl, Kenya got to be out of that hair salon. Kenya has done everything in that hair salon but do hair. She started doing hair like, I think I was listening to Michelle, and she said she started doing hair like last week. She had a client in there, allegedly. I don't know. Yeah, Kenya needs some work before she come back because she's a bitter lady. A bitter lady. So that's what I got with the Housewives. Let me go and take this down, and let's get into something else. I want to remove this totally and completely so I don't have to worry about it because I'm going to have to put some more stuff up here. Porsha, I'll take Porsha off. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, delete Peter. So let's go to this housewife. Let's go to this one. Did I not put it up there? Hold on. We're going to get into the Frost in a minute, y'all. We're going to get into them because they got a lot going on. Did I kill? Who is this? Mia. Here we go. Child. Mia is unraveling before our eyes. Unraveling. Mia came out and gave us a life update. She said she was going to spend some time dating herself. Let's say she posted that on Monday. By Tuesday, she was on a boat with Bobby Valentino at sunset. By Wednesday, it hit the blogs. Now she over here on this podcast streaming. And if you see this gentleman right here, he's trying to figure out what in the heck are y'all doing. And she over here lip locked with Bobby Valentino. Lipped lock. What is she doing? Girl, Ink is the love of your life, but you got your tongue in Bobby Valentino's mouth? That is certifiably insane. I'll put this up here real quick what Brian said. Real quick. Y'all look at it. I'm taking it down. Oh, I did take it down. My bad. Child, she's very unapologetic. Very Brian. Very unapologetic. But my thing is, when you come out and say that he is the love of my life, Ink is not so permanent now, but he's the love of my life and he didn't want to wait. That's it right there. Hold on. Let me go up here to Navigating Life After 40. That's exactly what she's doing. She's trying to make Ink mad, thinking this will be reverse psychology and she'll bring him back. But this makes you look crazy. In order to bring him back, Mia, what you should do is get in your bag. You know what I'm saying? Let him see you get a divorce. Let him see you on the scene. Let him see you be social. Not really with anybody, but just looking great and having a good time. Let him see you onto something. Not under Bobby Valentino. Bobby Valentino, this is how you want to make him jealous? He's laughing at you. I would laugh at that. And you got your child. Bobby Valentino, I cannot. And then when I saw Bobby over there with Ray J, and Ray J telling him to be quiet, man, don't say nothing, don't say too much. I was like, first of all, wait. The fact that you hanging around with Ray J and he know about your situation, you might have some hotel nights situation going on in your life or some movie nights. And y'all know who I'm talking about. I could not. I would not. Brian is crazy, child. I said unapologetic. Look what y'all said. Y'all crazy, right? Right. Ain't gonna feel seeing you on TV with another man once again. Like, girl, yes, girl, every week. Every week. Yes, she still has a husband. And y'all, this is like an epidemic. Right? And speaking, since we're talking about that, let me just go and segue into my next thing. Hold on, let me get down here and see all these comments. Because, you know, I get lost, child. Y'all be talking about something else. I'll be talking about something else. Mia is living in a multiverse. Mia is a mess. She is a mess. Y'all know who I meant. I didn't mean Bobby Valentine. I mean Bobby Valentino. Yes, Francois. Absolutely. That was it. We all heard it. We all heard that. But you know, people change, child. They be delivered. So I agree with you 100%, Avery. Mia should focus on her children. She should focus on her children. Do y'all know, and I ain't trying to get on my soapbox, but I got to say this. Raising a daughter, for women and men raising daughters, it is important for you to be a model for them. If I was out here dating 7 days a week, and I mean a different one, I could never let my baby see that. Ever. Oh my gosh. Now you on the internet, and at some point your baby gonna be on the internet and see you with your daddy, with Ink, on the show with Ink, going back and forth with your daddy, and the Ink talking crazy to your daddy. You got the baby on the TV talking about, I don't want my mama to marry Mr. Ink. Now you done moved all the way to Atlanta over here to be with Ink. You starting your new life. You on the podcast. You doing housewares and you doing this. And all of a sudden, Ink is like putting his foot down when you get a divorce so we can be together. Now you like, ooh, hold on. I'm not there yet. Now you over here lip locking with Bobby Valentino? Girl, stop. This is a mess. It's a mess. Thank you, C. Evans. I have heard you say Bobby. Yeah, y'all. I only did it one time, but girl, it will slip out. It will slip out. Thank you so much, C. Evans. Not gonna, let me see what she say. Not gonna lie, this goes for sons as well. Yes, absolutely. When we leave sons out, we trash men and wonder what happened. Yes, it's very important. I said it maybe because I have a daughter, but also for sons, your son should not see who was I thinking about? It was somebody. Was it Martell? It was Martell, or either it was what's his name? Him downstairs. I was like, those men are horrible models and representations of what it's like to be a man. Like, Mel literally has to raise her son and teach him how to treat women from a male standpoint the best way she can, because his father is a horrible model. What has Martell's son learned from him? How to cheat, get a woman pregnant, and eventually mess up your whole family life and leave your kids broken? No. Men too need to be models for their sons. They need to be models for their daughters as well. Let me see, April. That's it, really. Lillian, that's it. That's it for Lillian too. Only two. Her daddy and my current situation. That's it. That's it. That is it. And like, and I think I told y'all, like when he would come over or whatever and Lil would be there, he had to sleep on the couch. Because I was not about to let her see me sleeping in bed with a man that is not her father or my husband. That is crazy. Oh, that's crazy to me. Mia is living in her 20s. Mia has life insurance policies on G, yes. Not BBL. Erica said she having a BBL midlife crisis. Mia scrapping the bottom of the barrel, child. Yep. They are sure. They sure are and got the nerve. Yes! Martell and him downstairs is hanging out together. Honey, I'm gonna say, if I had a man like, we would have to go into the eyewitness program, me and my kids, because I just couldn't do it. Ooh, look what Francois said, child. What you think about that matchup, y'all? What you think about that? Let me know what y'all think about that matchup. Martell and Mia. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know, child. Mia is East Coast. She would probably take Martell too fast. Look at her. Look at her. He ain't ready. Alicia said, my mom never got remarried because of me. She dated. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to say I didn't do that because of Lillian. I didn't do that because I didn't want to. And plus, I didn't want to have any more children because I didn't want to. Being divorced, I didn't want to have a child with me all the time, and she had to be with me sometimes. And then, no, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Wait a minute, Mia, self-esteem is very low. Okay, Martell has a community college money. And why are you tripping, Alicia? What kind of money Bobby got? What is Bobby Valentino doing? Him downstairs is Ralph, honey. That's she said. Who is him downstairs? Miss Didi, that's Ralph. That's Drew's husband. Because you know the judge said he could stay downstairs and stay in the house, so we call him downstairs. Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. What did Lita say? Hold on. She said that was a good question. Let me see what she said. Hold on. I'm gonna get back to you, D, because let me see. What did Lita say? I miss Lita. Hold on. I might find it. Oh, what did Lita say? D said that matchup would be a no for me, and Mia, her little sweet tart, are just thirst trapped. No sweet tart. Ralph is downstairs, honey. Whew. Exactly, Miss Didi. No offense. We all thought that. We all heard the same story. We all heard the same story, child. We were shocked. When I saw that, I was like, is this, you know, everything is AI now. Because I really thought it. That's why I was kind of waiting on it. I was like, is this AI? Is Mia really over here on a boat at sunset with Bobby Valentino playing his song? Like, girl, you just said Monday that you was getting ready to date yourself and focus on yourself. Now you wrapped around Bobby, and she like 20 feet tall to his 3. Like, it's crazy. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Absolutely. He definitely upstairs. We saw that. We definitely saw that, ma'am. I ain't gonna say nothing. Just look what Taddy said. I don't even have to say nothing. Child, let me go. Let's move on, Taddy. Let's move on, girl. Wait a minute. IJP said Mia shoe size same as Martell assets. This would be a disaster. This would be a disaster. This would be a disaster. I don't think it will work. I don't think it will work. Y'all, let me get off Mia, child, because child, Mia is a mess. I can't believe Mia is over there lip lock with Bobby Valentino on stream, and you know how young the kids are on stream. My goodness. Hold on. Let me see. It was somebody else I want to take off, or somebody I need to put on. I'll put Kirk and them on in a minute. Let me talk about something kind of serious. Hey, TN. Hey, Tennessee. What's going on? I haven't seen you in a minute. Girl, where have you been? I have not seen you in a minute, ma'am. I did tell y'all about this, right? April 24, 2026, this is where I'll be, in the theater. Whatever state I'm in, this is where I'll be. I just want to let y'all know Michael Jackson is finally coming out. April 24, 2026. I am ready. I am over the moon ready for this. They say his nephew Jafar is perfect. Nia Long is perfect. Coleman Domingo is perfect. I am ready to see it. Oh, I'm ready to see it. April 24th. Now, y'all know this is 2 years from when it was supposed to happen 2 years ago in April. Because it was supposed to happen in April 2025. Yes. No, 2024. Or maybe I heard about it in 24 and it's supposed to be out in 25. That's what it is, a year. So I heard about it in 24. I talked about it because it was supposed to be April 25. Then they said October 25. Now they came out with April 26. Now I ain't got time for no plan because I'm ready to see this. I am here. I'm here for all of Michael Jackson stories. They can make one up now in cartoon form and I'm going to be here for it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I didn't know if I had talked about this, but I said I got to bring it up. I got to bring it up. Let me remove this from the studio. Whew, y'all tickle me. I appreciate y'all so much. So now we're going to talk about, let's go and talk about, wait a minute. No, that's not it. I'm not ready for that yet. I got to go get some more stuff for that. So let's talk about this. So that $20 million lawsuit that the girl wanted for, she said that Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco was defaming her character, talking about her husband was going to leave her. And then she said she wasn't married. And then it came out saying that she was married and her husband was filing for divorce or something like that. I don't know. But it has been dismissed with prejudice. So that means we can't talk about it anymore. And it's saying that meaning the court didn't have to award anything. It says the filing says the lawsuit was dismissed without an award of fees or cost to any party. Although this person, Brown Girl Grinding, said, although I am told a resolution was reached about outside of court. So I feel like she definitely didn't get 20 million. I feel like maybe she got 7. You know what I mean? Or 3. April said maybe 3. They gave her a little bit more. Brian is crazy. Look, yeah, I was talking about Michael Jackson. Look what Brian said. Somebody, you just got through talking about Michael Jackson, Mia. Brian, you gonna have to stop. You're gonna have to stop, sir. Mia trying to keep the funds coming in. Well, you know what, Lita? Hold on, I'm gonna get back to this. If Mia is trying to keep the funds coming in, I need Mia to do some homework because Bobby V is not it. This would be the most horrible storyline in creation, almost. I don't know. Now, I don't know if this lady done retired yet, but I feel like she got some money under the table. She did not get that $20,000, but I feel like Shannon felt like, well, I got a little bit more change. Let's go and throw her something. What you got, Ocho? You can put something together, and let's just give her some money. Let's give her enough money where she will be quiet. She may not have to work anymore. She can pay off some bills and probably pay her house off or get a house and a car. So I figure maybe about 7 million. Hey, Malicious. I figure maybe 7 million. That's what I get. Ocho is cheap. He is very cheap, but I feel like Shannon said we got to make this go away. And what do we need to do to make this go away? We're gonna have to throw some money her way. Girl, everybody warned Shannon. Like, no, like he just, I don't know what was wrong with Shannon. Hold on, I don't know what was wrong with him. Like, how could you just not pay attention to that? Wait a minute, where is that? Because oh my God. Yeah, I'll be naming this stuff so much different stuff in here, and now I don't know. Oh, I did want to put this on here. Now I don't know what I named it. But let me talk about this, child. Let me talk about this right quick. Hold on. Here go. This is my girl. Now look. When you have a stylist and you let the stylist allow their vision to come through, this is what you get. Look at Clarissa. Clarissa don't even look like that same girl that we was talking about last week. Coco says she thinks she got 500,000. Look at Clarissa. That's all Clarissa, this is all we want. This is it. This is all we wanted, man. This is it. But one thing about Clarissa, she does. Did somebody say, who is this? Baby, that's Clarissa. That is Papoose woman. Soon to be his baby mama next year. Let me see if I got a better photo of her. Hold on. Let me get it. Just go on. Just talk amongst yourself, child. Let me see if I got a better photo of Clarissa, because baby boo. I saw this. I was like, good God, Clarissa. This is exceptional. You thought it was Brit? Honey, it's knockout. Uh-oh, that ain't what I mean to do. This is what you get when you have a stylist. This is what you get. I hope this is the right one, because I'm gonna be mad if it's not. Hold on. Look at it. Look at that. Look at it. Even though she still got her chain on, baby, this outfit, her hair, makeup. Now her face is still a little strong, but she looks beautiful. She looks beautiful. Who are you talking about, girl? Talking about you thought this was a girl. You talking about Jocelyn? You thought this was Jocelyn? Or you thought it was Mimi? That's a hard jawline. That's a hard jawline. But she just looks gorgeous. Let's look at full screenshot. I guess it didn't matter. She looks gorgeous. But let me tell you what. Let me say this. Clarissa is not letting up on. She is not letting up on Leila Ali. Leila Ali has told her that she is not going to move until she gets ready to move. She is not doing anything until she gets ready to do it. And then so she was like on Neighborhood Talk, and she was saying that that she doesn't blame her for not wanting to tussle with her. She gets it, because she don't want to tussle with her right now. But baby, she got in this Bulgarian store, Bulgarian. I think that's how you say it, Bulgarian. She done bought this $90,000 watch on her arm. Look at Papoose in the bag. And Papoose, In this video, she took her phone and put her phone on the reader, honey. It was what, $87,000? And look at Papoose. Not making a contribution nowhere. What Brian said. Okay, Brian. Okay, Brian. Look what Brian said, y'all. Brian is a mess. Brian says she does not look gorgeous. She looks better. She does look better, but I thought she looked great. Papoose ain't laid his phone down, his card down. Nothing. Nothing. Yes, Leila did a post about her garden, and I saw Leila Ali on, was it HGTV? I think she's on there. She got a show on HGTV. Girl, Leila ain't thinking about her, but I feel like, and let me know how you feel. I feel like if Leila really gets in the gym and starts lifting up tires and pulling stuff out of the woodworks, and she really get into her fight weight, baby, I feel like she will dust the floor with this girl. Do you understand? I feel like it'll be over. 100%, I feel like it'll be over. She don't want that buzz to go off. She don't want that to happen. I strongly believe that she does not want that to happen. I don't think she want, not Leila Ali in her good fight weight. I don't think so. No. I don't think so. She said Papoose is there to hold the bags. Girl, Papoose stood, honey, she was like, did it clear? Girl, they showed that register $87,000 for a watch. Yeah, I just don't know. And I love good jewelry. I love a good silver piece. Good jewelry costs money. I get it. But $87,000 for a watch that wraps around your wrist. I mean, I just don't. She will get dusted. Let Leila get in here. Let Leila get it. Let Leila get out here turning over tires. Let her get out here with a rocky workout. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be what she thought. It's not gonna be what she thought. I promise it's not gonna be that. But it's Papoose in the back for me, y'all. She's just standing there. She got her Gucci romper on, button missing, Gucci gym shoes on. I was like, and I didn't even know if Papoose was in the building. Then I looked up and saw him standing back there with his hands folded in the front. Like, Papoose, where your wallet? Talking about he don't let me buy anything. I don't buy nothing. Then she got all these monies up to her head, like $60,000 and stuff like that. Talking about that's money, baby. That's money. I was like, she claimed Pap. Leila, yes, honey. Leila and her retired, yes, football husband. She would go out there and dust the mat with her. I'm sorry. Now, she'll be in a tussle. I feel like if you get in the ring with Leila Ali at her best, I feel like you, and even if Clarissa will win, Clarissa would have definitely been, she would have won fair and square. I'll say that. It won't be no knockout in one round. It won't be that. It won't be that. It'll never be that. Hold on, let me see. Mia did that. Let me see. Orange Peter. Porsha. Let me talk about, I don't know, did I even do that? I don't even know if I put it up here. Y'all, I didn't put it up here because I didn't have time. Y'all, the live had started, but I'll put it up here. Let's take her down. Let's take Papoose and his woman down. But before we get into something else, let's say this. I thought this was so sweet. Malcolm Jamal Warner's mother, Miss Pamela Warner, wrote this. For those of you who are at a loss, pained by the suddenness of his departure, ache for his presence, or just to hear his voice one more time, to see his, what is that, beatific smile one more time. Be comforted that he was at peace, and more importantly, he did not suffer. So his mother wrote this in People magazine. Oh, he looks so handsome. Oh my gosh, he looks so handsome on this picture. His mother was his manager like all of his life. Oh, 54. Oh my God, he looks so good. Like, he looks so handsome on that picture. Like what? This is how you become a superstar. This is like, do great work. Grow up and do different great work. Stay out of the way and just be great. He had a wife, he had a daughter, he lived in his life. He has music, he has shows, he was a director. Oh, really? A friend of mine is a good friend with his mom. Oh my gosh. April said he came to my baby's art camp yearly in Decatur, Georgia. Such a nice guy. Oh, yes. Such a tragic ending. Prayers to his family and friends. He will definitely be missed. Like, I mean, yeah, I have gone back and I have watched the Gordon Gartrell. I have watched that and maybe 10 times, maybe 10. And I have watched the one with Dance Fever. I've watched that one. I went back and I watched the one where him and the guy got in trouble at the football for they didn't get to eat, and because they was messing with the girl at the counter and they couldn't eat, and his mother got down to the business. Oh, I saw Justine when he was singing about Justine. They was breaking up. Oh, and the party that he had at the house where he broke all the furniture. I have gone through all of them, and it's a lot. It's a lot. He will definitely be missed. Yes. Yes. Oh, child. And then the one where he got his ear pierced. Like, I love, 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 love. Like, I love the pilot. The pilot, when the house was different and Denise's boyfriend came in, he had an earring in his ear, and Theo's room was a mess. And that's when Bill Cosby did his famous line, I brought you in this world and I'll take you out. Oh God, I have listened to his spoken word. I have listened to it. Don't you love the pilot, Angie? The whole house looks different. Yes, the episode with his ear pierced, hilarious. But the whole house looks different. Like, you come in and go up the stairs, the wallpaper has stripes on it. The dining room was like not in the kitchen, off the kitchen. It was just so good. It was so good. The Gordon Gartrell is, yeah, I'm gonna probably watch that today when I get off with y'all, because that is just really good TV. Because I'm currently watching Good Times right now. That's what I'm watching right now. So yes, girl, Justine. So I wanted to say that because he will be forever missed, forever missed. All right, let's keep going. Who do we have next? I guess we're gonna get into this real quick because I'm gonna do Rashida and them towards the end. So yeah, this right here, when I got in last night and I saw this, because I was like, I got to get something together. I didn't know if I was gonna go live today, but I knew I had to get something for y'all today together. When I saw this, and at first it said this had happened at Emory University, I was like, oh my God, I just dropped my baby off. I cannot listen to anything like this. But then when I did some digging and I had made a phone call and I was talking to somebody about this, and it was at the CDC that this 30-year-old man from Atlanta had gone and did this. Talking about he had COVID. Sir, you a little late behind the COVID. You a little late. Like 5 years late, right? 6 years late. You about 6 years late. We got it in 19. And it just blew up in 20. This is crazy. This was so crazy to me. But what was even more crazy is that the guy who actually did this, his last name was White, and he took his own life. Well, we don't know if he took his life or the police took his life. But what was real crazy is this man's son, Silas. This is Silas's father. They live in Canada. And this man's son was the one that they thought they had made a mistake, honey, mistaken identity. And he had to get on it. Mr. Kruger got on it. He said, we live in Canada. My son was at work. He did not unalive a policeman because Officer Love passed away. He had a wife, 2 kids, and a baby on the way. And child, they said this man's son did it. And he has been talking to authorities in Atlanta. He's been talking to people all over the place. I was like, oh my goodness. No, I didn't get in touch with her. I didn't even think about that. I read this last night, girl. I wasn't even thinking about this like that, who I could get in touch with for that. But I was like, this is crazy. I know he was devastated just to hear his son's name being brought up. That's crazy. Oh, he said his son was not involved with any of that. Thank God. Okay. Let me do this right quick. I got to talk about this because I thought this was hella crazy. Hold on. We're going to go through this right quick. Hold on, child. And then I'll find out whatever else is going on when I finish with these topics. Oh! Child, y'all look at this. Hold on. I know y'all can't. Child, look what that says. It says Nene Leakes not returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Sheree Whitfield and Kim Zolciak Peach confirmed. Now, we just talked about the fact that Kim will be a friend of, but this is the girls are fighting on Instagram. I don't know if they heard anything. That this was 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. Hold on. I'm getting all kind of topics. 2 hours ago. Ooh, Kim. I don't understand it. It just don't feel right. It don't look right. It just doesn't sound right. Like Kim, like these black women been holding this thing down all this time. Kim talking about you'll be a crazy white woman to get to do it again. And then because she on hard times, because she didn't leave the show crazy. No, you're not too late, Jill. You good. We talked about a lot of stuff, but you might be good. She needs to go and renew her nursing license and go to work. We do not want to see Kim on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Do they not? Somebody needs to let Andy know what the people have done over there on Love and Marriage Huntsville. How they have stopped watching. You think that the Real Housewives of Atlanta, like Carlos would just do anything for the numbers that the housewives get. And they get numbers like in the 500,000s and 600,000 or 400,000. And that's low. If Carlos had a show that got 500 and 400,000, you couldn't stand him on the internet. If people running, look, that's what I'm getting to right here, baby. That's what I'm getting to right here. Wait a minute, I can't get running thing up. If the people, it isn't gone away. If the people really get themselves together, and say, we are not watching this show with Kim Zolciak because she believes this, doesn't do this, doesn't like this, and then y'all, and for y'all that really holding the torch for Nene coming back, and the people say, I'm not watching, and I'm going to tell you something. Unlike the shows on basically Carlos' shows, like Carlos gonna go down with his ship. He's definitely gonna go down with the ship. Now he gonna jump off the ship at some point right before it goes all the way underneath the water, but he's going to get right there at swim level and he's going to leave. But Bravo will cut your stuff off in the middle of the season. Look at April. She said, I know I'm not watching it already. People do talk tough and they do keep watching. I'm not gonna lie, they definitely keep watching, because even though the numbers are low for Love and Marriage Huntsville, it's still numbers there. And you have to take into count that it's people who follow Carlos, and it's always going to be that 100,000. It's always going to be that. But baby, this Real Housewives of Atlanta, and the whole audience is black. It's not a white audience for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait, girl. Look at this. Look at this. I love y'all. Wait a minute. Look what Bluebell said. And Bluebell, girl, you done. I'm going downstairs to get me some ice cream. Oh, honey, you done messed me up now. You done messed up today. Child. I ain't supposed to have it, but I'm gonna have it just because your name Bluebell. Bluebell said, "Who is Kim sleeping with at Bravo?" I know that's right. Who is it? Cause it's gotta be somebody. Girl, you done messed me up. Just because your name Bluebell, I am going to partake. Do you hear me? Oh no, Vernetta said, yeah, never bring candy board. Let me get off of this. Yeah, they pleased with it because they get numbers. Oh, I just cannot. I cannot. Martell is filming with his mama. I saw a clip. I don't know who else he's filming with tonight, but his mama so far, and Destiny. That's all I know. And then he eventually gonna get into filming with the guys because Maurice is gonna be holding a fire talk or something. Hold on. Oh, okay, y'all. We're gonna get on into this. Okay, we'll come back. Hold on, y'all, because we got action. Let me go on over here while we got it. So I had put this up here. I can't find my other picture because I had to go download it, and we're not gonna take all that time. So Kirk Frost compares Rashida and Michelle's streaming numbers after Kay sings "Rashida Got Bags" at her recent show. So that B stands for billions. Okay. On top of that, Kirk's daughter has been alleged that her boyfriend, I'm guessing, was unalived by her brothers. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second because this is not working right for me. I can't. It's not making sense what I'm trying to do. I can't talk about this and not have the picture that I need up here. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second so this can make sense to me and I can talk and say what I need to say. Because this is just not working. I cannot function like this. Hold on. Nope, not that. Oh, hold on. I did this. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm just going to put up the what somebody said right quick, and then we're going to go from there. So let me get it, and I'll be right back. Let me go get this slide down here, and then we're going to talk about it. Frost. Give me a second. Here we go. Okay, it's coming. Okay. So this is what, shout out to Gossip in the City. I'm gonna go to Gossip of the City page as long as I don't get sidetracked by nothing else right quick. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this morning, Gossip of the City had posted from the Gwinnett County Police that the police department had investigated a shooting at 7:00 p.m. last night, and the caller reported that at the residence someone had been unalived or had been shot. When officers arrived at the incident location, they rendered aid to the person, took them to a local hospital where they passed away. and the case has been investigated as a homicide. Now, they're saying that the person who passed away, police confirmed that rapper Haters Hate, wait a minute, Haters Hate Hood 2, that's his name. Haters Hate Hood 2 was unalive last night after a domestic dispute. Kirk Frost's daughter is said to be his girlfriend and allegedly called her brothers to handle the situation, according to the streets. The daughter posted on her Instagram that she wants to pass away already and doesn't want to be here. The sister of the victim is very loud about everything. So this is what they wrote. Frosted K set my brother up. She had her brothers do that to him, and she didn't know that he did this to my brother 5 times in the back, in the stomach, and chest. They cleaned it up. They hid the brother so the police wouldn't find the weapon on him or him. Then it says in parentheses her 2 brothers, and at the bottom it says one left the scene, but the one that lives on the property is hiding. Okay, Heaven is back. So now let's get to hers. So this is what Kay had to say. Kirk Frost's daughter speaks on her boyfriend being unalive last night. Frost's daughter is being accused by the boyfriend's sister of having her brothers unalived after a dispute. So she says, first off, I've been advised not to speak up by plenty of parties. I can't sit back and let this narrative being created go on. The love of my life is gone. The man I lay with and cuddle every night with is no longer here. So as I want to ask for respect and privacy, because I will always defend my baby. I don't condone this in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I am sick to my stomach. I don't wish this on anyone. My brain is all over the place. This is a total nightmare, but I'm going to get this off. I don't even have time to grieve or say my respect in the right manner because I am defending myself being attacked by people who are creating weird and sick rumors. I'm not good at talking, but I would love to give insight and let the people who loved him to know and to understand I don't have the right words, but I want to keep typing while also respecting family and loved ones. So she's saying that, like she lost the love of her life. And then somebody had a text talking about, I guess his name is Tevin and he's gone. And they said, how? And it said, Keith said Kirk Frost's daughter had her brothers come and do it. And it's like, why? They said, I guess because they were into it and, whatever. And he said, that's messed up. Now they have to go to jail. That is crazy talk. That is crazy talk. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Heaven. Girl, yeah, Patricia, we talked about that at the top of the thing, about Marlene calling it a situation and enabling Martell. Girl, we already talked about Marlene, honey. She did not like it and she don't care for it. She called her that thing. T Hood, yeah, Kevin Hood, that's him. So why she said her brother's out there? Look, I don't know. Can y'all hear this?
Don't hold me like that. I don't give a fuck. Don't hold me like that. My ankle fucked up. I can't even walk.
Can y'all hear that? I think that's horrible. And see, and her brother said that his ankle was messed up. So I know that's heartbreaking. I know that's heartbreaking. Oh, you can hear? Okay, hold on. Listen. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Let me get it. Hold on. Let me get it. Hold on.
Don't hold me like that. I don't give a fuck. Don't hold me like that. My ankle fucked up. I can't even walk. We're trying to get information.
So they saying that they was out there. She called her brothers and set him up. I think that's horrible. Ooh, that's horrible. From running, yeah. I guess that's what it's from, honey. Yeah, it's on TMZ. Yes, it is. I hate that so crazy. I hate that so bad for her. You know what I'm saying? Because if it comes down to it and it comes out, yeah, Mo said what's horrible is her brothers who did it. I don't know for sure, but they're saying that's who it is. Did he not for free? Y'all so crazy. I hate that so bad for her. I hate that bad for all of them. I hate that for all of them. This is horrible. That boy is gone and child, and then like they showing her brothers, and you know that real light skinned one. You know we've seen him grow up as a child, like as a baby on Love and Hip Hop. Ooh, I hope, child, this is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, oh Lord have mercy, honey, cause that Carter, Carter's the one in the video. His face, the light skinned one, that's Carter, right? Emotional intelligence from who? Lord have mercy, Jesus. And when I saw Carter face, I was like, I know Rashida is devastated if he done got caught up in that. You know how Rashida and Kirk, you know how Rashida and Kirk, well, how Rashida get mad when they fussing over there at that restaurant. Wait a minute, Carter is the youngest. Yeah, wait, is he the one of the accused? No way. I thought Carter was like, no, Carter. What's the light skinned one name? The real light skinned one. Kai. That's his name. Kai. Kai. And then let me see if I can get. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it so you can see the face. I'm gonna see if I can get it. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. That one and that one. Those two. Them last two. That light skinned one, and then the tall, skinny, brown skinned guy. Because I don't know which one. Wait a minute, what? How come you're not saying none of my Vernita, because I'm looking at something else. What you say, honey? Let me go back. Let me see what you said. I don't know, child. Okay. Well, maybe it was Kai. Martell and Mia. Yeah. Yeah. I saw you say that, Vernita, about Martell and Mia, honey. That's a mess. Ooh, honey, baby, boo. I know they mad. Kai is older than Carter. So it's Kai and the other one. That's not the one that's not Rashida's. It's another one of Kirk's kids. Ooh, child. Child. Ooh, Rashida is out. I know Rashida ain't thought nothing about no K Michelle, honey, because this right here over there in their house is a mess. And then Kirk's daughter and his son, and maybe Kai, because that's who picture is on here. Terry, I don't want Layla to fight either, girl. Ooh, child, you know Rashida's devastated. And Kirk devastated. I mean, but the daughter, Clarissa want to prove something. Clarissa, see, here's the let me say this, because Terry said Clarissa seemed like she having something to prove. See, the difference between Clarissa and Layla is that Layla is mature in this, right? And Clarissa thinks she's using reverse psychology. That's never going to work. Just like Layla said, when I get ready, I'll come. You sitting here telling me that it's cool and you understand why I'm not coming, that don't mean nothing. Let me get to this fight weight, and I'll show you why I took my time. And see, Clarissa fool around, lose one of these belts for talking all this noise, she gonna look crazy. It's not a flex, but it's not a flex. But let Layla come in there. That'll be a flex. But let me go back over this letter right quick. First off, I've been advised not to speak up by plenty of parties. I can't sit back and let this narrative being created go on. The love of my life is gone. The man I lay with and cuddle every single night is no longer here. So as I want to ask for respect and privacy, I won't, because I will always defend my baby. I don't condone this in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I am sick to my stomach. I don't wish this on anyone. My brain is all over the place. This is a total nightmare, but I'm going to get this off. I don't have the time to grieve or say my respects in the right manner because I'm defending myself, being attacked by people who are creating weird and sick rumors. I'm not good at talking, but I would love to give insight and let the people who love him in to get understanding. I don't have the right words, but I want to keep typing while also respecting his family and loved ones. I don't think she should be talking. I don't think she should be talking, right? I just don't think that. Let me drop this link right quick. I'm gonna drop the link because we got 30 more minutes. Ooh, that's not what I want to do. I done messed up, child. No, let me take this down. So if you want to come up, you're welcome to come up. But I hate that. I really do hate that for them. But real quick, let me go to this. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Let me go to Hollywood Unlocked. Hold on. Ooh, child. I miss Beyonce. I'm ready for whatever to come back. I'm ready to go to another concert. Hollywood Unlocked. Y'all, this is crazy. This man has opened a restaurant, and it's in Houston. Houston restaurant, new administrator burger arrested by ICE and is now facing deportation proceedings. You can't tell them nothing, girl. She think, and I was like, why is she sitting here talking crazy about Layla, talking about, if I was her, I wouldn't want to fight me either. Girl, you are not, like, Layla is not young like you. You really need to stop, because I feel like Layla will get herself together and come in there and wipe the mat with you. But Roland B&A, the owner of the newly opened burger joint in Houston, named after the new administrator, is currently facing deportation after missing his deadline to exit the U.S. and being apprehended by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. That is crazy. I'm going to put that in FAFO. I'm definitely going to do that, Mo. I am going to do that. I might do that today. ICE has confirmed that he is 28 years old, entered the U.S. in 2019 on a temporary visitor visa, but failed to leave by the deadline of February the 12th, 2024. He was arrested on May 16, 2025, and is now navigating immigration proceedings. An immigration judge granted him bond on June 13th while his case unfolds. In a statement, an ICE spokesperson remarked, despite false claims to the contrary, he does not have any immigration benefits that prevented his arrest or removal from the U.S. He is 28 years old, legal alien from Lebanon who entered the U.S. in 2019 as a non-immigrant visitor, but he failed to depart by February the 12th as required under the terms of his admission. ICE officers arrested him on May 16th, 2025, and he was placed into immigration proceedings. On June 13th, the immigration judge granted his request for bond while he undergoes his proceedings. Like, sir, what? I saw that. I talked about that in Hot Topic. Dean Cain. I talked about that. I talked about Dean Cain. I talked about how much they paying the people. Child, they paying the people $360,000 to be a concentration camp manager. Yeah, I talked about all of that. That is crazy. You have opened up a restaurant because this is the person that clearly in Houston, of all places, you have opened up a restaurant donning this man's name. And you have been picked up by ICE. Even if they come over here to this restaurant, child, they do not care. They do not care. It is insane. I don't know what application is. Yes, it's crazy. Dean Cain said he didn't even want the $55,000. He said he wants to be there to support the men and women of ICE. That's what he said. That's what Dean Cain said. I was like, Lord have mercy. Dean Cain, like they said, he had such a failed career, and he right now got a whole lot of just frustration built up, and he will take it out on the wrong person. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't think Dean Cain in a situation to turn down the $55,000 if there are other people making 135,000 just to be an agent. I did see the attack on Charlamagne. That was horrible. That's crazy. Girl, he's from Lebanon. This guy right here at this burger joint, Lebanon. And he was supposed to leave February the 12th, 2024. So he's overstayed his time. And they say, you got to go, sir. You have to go. You have to leave. All right. So let me see. Let me remove this. Take this down. I really hope that Kirk and his family and his daughter, I don't know how this is going to end, but this is horrible. So, girl, you know what happened to Charlamagne was they had talked about Charlamagne so bad. Hey, Sin,
Hey.
they had talked about Charlamagne so bad, but Charlamagne made the administrator the donkey of the day because he had gone on his daughter-in-law's Fox show, and he had given the administrator a bad grade. So, honey, he was upset. He called Charlamagne a sleaze bag. Like, it was just a mess. What's going on, Sam?
Child, I had to call you. Get up here and talk about Marlboro, Merlene?
Marlene,
Baby, she hurt because, Mel retired her mama, and Marlene was probably thinking, I could have still be in my house messing with you.
Yeah, of course. She said it. When she said, I miss my family, it was the way she said it. You knew exactly what she was. Wait a minute, hold on. Tell me what. Hold on. What you talking about? United Airlines grounded all their planes. Why would they ground all their planes? What's going on today? Right now? Yeah, you know how she feel. You know what she mean.
You messed up my money, boy.
Yeah. And now she back working. Word on the curb.
Yeah, the word on the curb. And then she's looking at Miss Van over there living the life of Riley.
It's so.
She's talking about I'm mopping floors.
Y'all, wait a minute. Let me go and put this up here real quick. Let me put this up here real quick because we got to talk about this. I don't know
about the airlines.
No. I ain't talking about the airlines, honey. Hold on. Y'all look at this so quick. Let me just go and send it to myself. Oh my God. People gonna have to learn that it's just some stuff you cannot do. It's just some things that you cannot do in this world. And one of them is this. Hold on. Oh my God. He going to jail. He going to jail for life behind this. Hold on. Oh shit, I ain't take her name off. Hold on. This is crazy. Jail. Okay, let me pull this up. right quick. Look at this. Oh my God. It's coming. I'm almost there. I knew it. I said before I get off of here, I'm gonna go over here and see what hot topics I got. Cause when I come back on here, I'm gonna come back on here doing Houston and Hustle, and then that's
I
gonna
love
be
it.
it. I'm gonna go chill out. I'm gonna go chill out for the remainder of the day. Child, so this man right here, Georgia man arrested federal charges for allegedly threatening this person on TikTok live stream. A 29-year-old man from Rome, Georgia, one Rashawn Porter, was arrested on Friday for allegedly threatening this during a TikTok live stream on July 26th, where he made explicit statements about doing that action and watching him leave away from here, as well as threatening federal agents. The U.S. Attorney Office, supported by the Secret Service and local authorities, charged him, and a search of his apartment revealed pipes, pistols, ammunitions, and explosives. Porter, who is on probation and has a criminal history including terroristic threats and firearm possessions, faces serious legal consequences. This incident is part of a series of recent threats. Oh, he gone.
He gone.
Gone bye-bye. Yes, 2 weeks later. Gone bye-bye. You know, he was on TikTok. Let me take this down. I'm gonna take this down with this word on it. He on TikTok live. TikTok live. The people are all over that kind of stuff.
They sure are.
What are you doing?
And then he all up on the roof and threats coming out like that.
That is insane. I was like, this is crazy.
He must like prison or something.
I mean, he going back. Multiple people injured in New York City's Times Square after gunman opens fire. 17-year-old suspect arrested. 17?
Yep,
2 teenagers and a 65-year-old man were among those injured.
Yeah, I saw him pull him out the car.
Jesus Lord.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
Literally, it's too hot to go anywhere. Oh, y'all. Did y'all see what you call on Amy said, she said, Jesus, Times Square. I was just there with my baby yesterday. Exactly. The roof stuff. I mean, and you know what, Hibiscus? The thing about the roof stuff is that costs so much money. And it's only him going up to the roof, but people don't understand like just what it entails. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, the Secret Service costs.
I did see that. Tammy was talking about the Wingstop employee that threw the oil on a customer in Memphis. Child, them people did not have time for it. But did y'all see Evelyn talking to Brooke about coming back to Basketball Wives?
I saw what's her name read her for Phil.
Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Let me go. Let's go back.
I will say you do feel very at peace. Also, thank you.
What is this? Reality?
That I've probably been in
REA.
years. Like I'm, like with age comes wisdom and life.
Okay, hold on 1 second,
like,
y'all.
The things that I have experienced in life, like some people could not withstand, and not that I beat the odds, but I am still standing strong. I don't look like what I've been through. And a lot of fight.
Okay, I'm gonna show y'all this, and we are
realize
this is everything is for entertainment purposes only. In my opinion, it's allegedly, and we are protected by the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Law of 1976. With that being said, let's get into this. Hold on. Let me share my screen.
People say they're leaving and they're not coming back, and then they go back, and it's like, I honestly don't know. It's like, I'm in such a good peaceful place. It's like, do I want to argue with you about
Nothing.
right? Like, do I want to do that? But then at the same time, it's like, when it comes to them cutting the check, they not late. So it's they not late. Okay. So it's like it's like, this my job. You know what I mean? So, and even though I am like comfortable financially, it's like, I still want to work. I still want to be productive. This is my job. It's like being in the limelight is work for me. But at the same time, I really have been enjoying this piece. So I don't know if I'm like gearing up and I'm getting rested to go talk some shit, or if I'm just more rest.
Well, they tried to put me on an island, but it didn't work. But,
Exactly.
Well, I would love, to have my ace boom coon back.
And I will say, you do feel very at peace.
You know who Brooke is?
Right? You feel very grounded.
Thank you. This is the most grounded that I've probably been in a lot of years. Like, I'm, like, with age comes wisdom and life experience. Like, the things that I have experienced in life, like, some people could not withstand, and not that I beat the odds, but, I am still standing strong. I don't look like what I've been through, and it took a lot of fight for me to get here. So once I really realized where my feet were planted, it's like, I'm gonna bask and live in this, and it's such a good feeling. Like, it's so good. It's just like, nothing really bothers me. Nothing really bothered me before, but now this level of I don't give a fuck is like a totally different experience. Seriously, because I really don't care.
Will you ever come back to Basketball Wives?
Oh gosh.
So I agree with you, Avery. Brooke, I like Brooke. Brooke needed to heal, and I'm glad she's at peace. Like, it seemed like when she said about the check, I'm sure she does. Like, who doesn't want a check? I ain't gonna say the girl needs the money, but wants the money. But if that's something you do, kind of like Kim Zolciak, like, that's all Kim knows. And Basketball Wives, like, Brooke is too old to do videos at this point. You know what I'm saying? They're not booking her for videos anymore. So this is all she knows. But at the same time, like, she was on there with her daughter, then her daughter passed, then she's trying to do a show and get through her daughter passing and have things to be positive with her daughter passing, and then Jackie acting crazy, and then she going off on Jackie. It was just a lot. And I don't think Brooke had the time that she needed to grieve and heal. So I agree with you, Avery. Brooke needed to heal. And her flying across the country with her Nigerian or whomever, she looks great, but she also looks, she looks rested. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shanice does look older than Evelyn. I do agree with you on that. Like, so I wouldn't be shocked if Brooke came back. I wouldn't be, because Brooke didn't leave in a bad way, I don't think. I don't think she left in a bad way. I know her and Jackie was into it. And it probably would be good to bring Brooke back so Jackie could, because if Shanice doesn't come back, which I don't think she will, this will allow, and then like what she said, she don't feel like tussling with these girls. And I hate that is the reason you come on here, because if she comes on here, she's going to have some type of vendetta towards Jackie. Jackie's going to pretend like she's sorry, and then she's going to say something crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it'll just be something over and over. So I don't know. If she need to come for a check, come for a check. But I would rather for her to stay and just be positive. Just do whatever she's doing. She says she doesn't need it, but who doesn't want it? I just don't.
I saw an article where Tiffany talked about Evelyn lying, saying that they wasn't friends, and that her daughter got pregnant by the gang.
What you talking about?
Tiffany, the one that has those 2 kids by the game.
They talked about that on their podcast. They talked about them knowing her.
Yeah, but it didn't leave. From what I was reading, it didn't sound as if Tiffany agreed with what they were saying.
Well, she probably didn't agree with it, but she probably did. Let me see. Let me see what else going on before I get off of here. I don't know what Ray J and Princess Love doing. Oh, girl, do y'all remember when we was on live the other night and I messaged Mia? Do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Well, either I told y'all I had messaged Mia, because I message Mia all the time. Now that's something I'm gonna do. I'm going straight to the inbox. Now you get it may take them a month, 2 weeks, an hour, but they gonna get back to me. I said, "Hey girl, what is going on?" And then I said, "Are you happy?" Girl, she said, "I am!" Exclamation point. Girl, yes. I'm glad to hear that. I told Mia to come on her so we can talk to her. She ain't responding to me. Let me ask her that. Are you ever coming on?
Girl, she tickled me when she pushed those lips out. When she talking.
Girl, she said she is happy, honey. So I'm gonna leave it alone, child.
Shoot.
Yeah, she did say that because I asked her. I said, "Hey, girl, what is going on?" Because that was, let me tell you when I messaged her that. I messaged her that July 30th at 10:09 a.m. So I probably had told y'all about that because we hadn't got on live or anything yet. Because that's when I saw her and Bobby V together. I'm like, "Girl, what is going on? Are you happy?" She said, "I am." Okay.
She loves short men, don't she?
She does. And if she come on, that would be one of my questions. Mia, if you're watching, that would be one of my main questions. Do you have an affinity for short men? Because baby doll, I think she went a little shorter with Bobby V.
She did. He'd have to stand on a couple of great girls.
Not Avery. Avery, you right. 100%. 100% you right, Avery. I agree with you. Oh, child, that's why I had to go through these messages before we get off here, because it'll be something on here and I'll be like, we'd have missed it, honey. Hold on. Let me see. We have missed it.
I don't think Kim is coming back to the Housewives. I really don't think so.
I think she's coming back as a friend. I do think that.
I think that's a rumor. Because where's she gonna film at?
I ain't gonna. It's a rumor if I said it, but I feel like if Michelle said, I feel like it's true, 100%. But I mean, she gonna film like everybody else don't have no house. Where Porsha film at? Where Martell film at? Everybody else, you act like she got to have. You act like she got to have a key somewhere. And the people don't have no keys to these places. They go to restaurants and other people's houses. Child, please. She got somewhere to film. She'll be right over there at what you call house.
House with a red cup.
She'll be right on over there to Sheree house. That's what she'll be.
But I hope her ego goes down a little bit since everybody knows her story now.
It will have to go down. It will have to go down 100. Or you know what? It'll have to go down. Even though it'll be filmed by the time we watch it, it'll have to go down, and we definitely will not hear about her on this internet. That would be it.
Yes, because I want Phaedra to talk about, didn't you lose? Somebody goes, didn't you lose that house?
Phaedra definitely gonna say it.
Phaedra gonna get her.
Yes, Mrs. Z, we have said this all day, and this is never going to be wrong. This right here is never going to be a wrong statement. Mia needs to focus on her children. But I mean, I guess if she done got G situated and G over there with them kids, and it's his weekend, she free to do what she want to do.
But you ain't got to put it all on the internet. You just want attention.
No, I mean, but hey, this is just how we met her. This is how we met her. Like, people, let me tell you this. See, like, people cannot lose sight on the introduction. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, Mia, why not get a podcast like all the other housewives? Orange County got podcasts. Potomac got podcasts. Atlanta got podcasts. The people in Miami be on everybody else's podcast. Mia said, I am a party girl. I am a socialite. I'm about to go and get it in.
She I don't know. Some is, I think Mill is missing something in her life.
Absolutely, she
Acting
is.
like,
Absolutely, that's without question.
and having all these different men with a daughter, all on the social media. And I have a daughter too, and nobody met my daughter, but my ex-husband.
Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure. Oh, let me see who this is from. Oh, live viewers. Okay. Yeah, we read it. We got it. She's very busy. I got it. Okay, she's got it here. So please tell it. Oh, this is the rest of Kirk's daughter's message. She said, so please stop listening to people who weren't there. Listening to all of those rumors and conspiracy theories will get nobody anywhere but just following a false narrative. I hate I have to even post this, but I won't let y'all bully me and put the blame on me, making it seem like we weren't one. I ain't ever fathom no stuff like this. I love my man with my entire heart, sending me threats. I am grieving too. I am hurting too. I didn't harm anyone or ask anyone to harm him. I didn't call for anyone to come help me. I didn't ask for this. I would never. My baby was still healing from being pum 3 times. We handle our business in private. I am livid also. I didn't call my family for help. For one, I'm the only girl, and I know we would be right back together the same night. If anything, I don't involve my folks in our business. I didn't call a brother. I didn't call anyone but his mother. That's my baby. I don't care who's involved. I don't condone this. I am not okay. So, what?
It sounds like a story. Sure.
I mean, if she's saying that she didn't do it, I mean, I wasn't there, so I ain't about to sit here and say that she not telling the truth. But I mean, that's what people saying. Like, it's not, the police didn't even put out who the boy was until today. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, child. This is too much. I hate that for her.
I'd rather see Rashida on Atlanta Housewives than Kim.
I would too. It'll be a lateral move for her. I would too.
Because Kim,
I don't think that's what it's gonna be though.
But I think they're gonna. We need, if Kim show her face one time on that show, we need to boycott it.
I feel like people will boycott the show. And I'm telling y'all, Bravo is different. Bravo is a different beast because Bravo has. Let me say this. Bravo has so many shows that they would like to be the face of Bravo and remove Atlanta, remove Married to Medicine, remove Potomac, because those 3 shows have Black women, point blank, period. Atlanta has been the face of Bravo for the longest until after Nene left, right? They would love for, what is it, Below Deck. They would love for that to be it. They would love for, what else is on there? Below Deck,
and that other
those house hunter shows, those millionaire shows. They would love for those shows. What is it? You see how they took the Martha's Vineyard people off? They would love for Southern Charm. Yes, they would love for Southern Charm to be the face. But you don't. Like, even, I don't know who's watching those shows, but it's clearly somebody watching them to keep them afloat. But Atlanta, even though Orange County was the first installation of Housewives, and I watched that religiously, but when Atlanta came along, it paled in comparison to Atlanta. And people don't even really, some people who didn't watch it from the beginning didn't know that Orange County was the genesis of these shows. They had no idea because it was just Atlanta Housewives. And Atlanta Housewives was the face of Bravo. And I think Bravo was cool with it, so they could get their, they could get their leverage. But once all these black women became like the head, like, okay, this might be too much. So if Kim comes on this show and the people for real upset, like they could be upset in this chat and say, you know what, we not watching. Let these ratings go from 600,000 to what, like Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let them ratings go to 197,000. The show is off. You won't see no more episodes. It's not going to even finish the season. Summer House. What about what was the show name that they did in New Orleans? Was that a Summer House too? That was Southern Charm New Orleans.
Yeah,
that was so good. That introduced me to John Moody, who I love. He's a great artist. Love John Moody. I love that show. They took that off. Southern Charm New Orleans was great to me. I love Southern Blood, Sweat, and Heels. That they took that off.
Yeah, and they took tanker stick it in blood, whatever that was. Remember?
Oh yeah. I wasn't even really good with that. I'm just saying, if Kim Zolciak comes on this show and the African American population does not watch the show because of Kim, they would bring Kim on just so the ratings could go down, so they would have a reason to get it off. Then you got to go there and tussle with Potomac, because then Potomac will replace it. Now they bring Karen back. That's going to put Potomac where it needs to be. But I think Stacey could Stacey could take Potomac easily. And then Marriage to Medicine, honestly, this is no shade to Marriage to Medicine. I'm not shading it. It's a group of black women, and I love what they do because they are doing what they're doing. But y'all know, like I know, Marriage to Medicine is not that girl. It's just not.
Nope.
It is the stepchild to everything, right? It's the stepchild to Potomac. It's the stepchild to Atlanta. And if let's say Atlanta goes away, they're not going to push Marriage to Medicine. They'll push Potomac until they push it out. So, Marriage to Medicine will never be that girl like that. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they do.
That's because they do right or wrong.
It's not even that though. Because it's a good show. Marriage to Medicine is not a bad show. It's just certain people on there to make it not watchable. But it's not a bad show, and you watch for what you watch. And if you don't, you just don't. But it's never going to be housewife status. Never. It will never be that. And it's good. It's good. It might be too hardcore, as Sandra says, but it'll never be a housewife show. It'll never receive that.
But the only person I've seen so far that comes from Marriage to Medicine that promotes herself and get out there and do their thing is Dr. Jackie. She just got some new scrubs out. I know it, dry as paint. But I haven't seen nobody else promote anything on that show. But Lisa Cole, she messed herself up.
They did. I'm with you, Shanda. I've never seen somebody be an executive producer and get put up, because people get caught up. Because even with Mel when they left, because people that didn't realize that Mel had left Love Marriage Huntsville, they was like, "Well, she's the executive producer. That doesn't mean she can't leave." But she left. Mariah was put off. That's crazy.
Yeah.
If they bring Mariah back, it'll be what it's supposed to be. I'm sorry. I think it will be it, but I don't know if they're gonna do that, child.
The paper's shaking.
They ain't gonna do that.
They ain't gonna do it because you know what? They're too proud. They say Bravo wouldn't back us up like they would the clear people.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, Bravo does not want Atlanta to be the face of their network. And Atlanta is the face of the network. Let's just face it.
Yeah.
Okay, do I have Big Brother people in here? If I have Big Brother people in here, I'm just gonna say this. I know who the HOH is. I am over the moon by who the HOH is. I know who is on the block. I am so excited, and I'm about to get ready. I don't want to just blow it for people, but I cannot wait until tomorrow night because it's going to be so good. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. You said you saw it on YouTube, so you already know. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's my girl. I love her. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what else going on. Oh Lord, have mercy. I love this. Hold on. I love that there's so many moms who understand, like taking their kid to school for the first time, and all the moms who have taken their children and let me know it's okay to feel like this because
it is.
Feel like this. I love my community. I love y'all. I don't know if y'all do y'all listen to my podcast, because I shout y'all out all the time. And I just love y'all. Like, I just don't think y'all understand. I don't think y'all understand. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. But we're gonna talk about it. We might have to come back and talk about it. I might go live tomorrow night. I might. We might have to talk about it tomorrow night. I might. But I'm about to go in here and read on Twitter and go through the whole manuscript so I can see how it all played out. I cannot wait. Oh, I can't wait. But anyway,
Girl, you have to be like me when my daughter left to get married. Shoot, I had to go get a dog. Keep my blood pressure was.
Girl, I thought I was going to have a drip, honey, because I didn't know what was going on with me. Like, I hate to be coming in here pulling an apparatus along with me to let some y'all. I'm trying to make it, Jesus. My baby gone. Lord have mercy. Jesus, it's crazy.
You only have one, just like me. And I'm telling you,
ooh,
girl, then
it got me thinking about my habits. I said, okay, I'm not a drinker by any means. I will make a drink every once in a while. I'm like, okay, I don't need to drink nothing because I don't want that to be it because I need to be here for my baby. Girl, yes, a drip. But honey, I had to have me a drink today. I had to. I was like, I just need a little margarita just to calm my nerves. Because when y'all know how I feel.
Mm-hmm. It's hard. Yeah. And you know what I said? I tried to make myself out of it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I'm listening. No, you go ahead. LP, I got you right here. LP. Just hold on. Go ahead, Sin. I'm talking. Let me load this up right quick. I'm glad you said that. I'm listening.
I make a joke out of it and tell my coworkers, child, I'm coming home and the snacks I left still there. I'm just making up stories like I'm so happy. I'm happy, but I got my dog. And it's just something you have to deal with. And she ain't been home in I don't know how long now.
Hold on. Girl, Lord have mercy. But I did say, she was like, Mommy, why did you say that? Because I told her, I was like, you're always welcome to come home, but we're not ready for you to come home. After you get out of college, we're not ready for you to come home because I need her to know that she got to go out there and make it happen. And that's what I'm saying when I talk to her. I'll be serious about that. I'll be so serious. Girl, you if you don't have to be, I think she got it, but I'm so P said, because baby is right here. Hold on, it's coming. What the hell is she talking about? What's she talking about?
Girl, I thought she wasn't even with that man. She probably back with
to a lease contract. I will be mindful about that, Amy. She can always come home, but she gonna have to have a plan, baby. She got to have a plan when she get back.
But that's
she know that though. She already knows that. We have already had that conversation.
She said, "I want to see you make your own." Right now. Yeah, my mama. I can
go back to my mama right now, but I'm gonna definitely have a plan.
She said, "I want to see you grown and make it on your own before I leave this earth, so I know you okay."
Yep, she got to be able to handle herself. That ring is insane, Jesus.
But I thought somebody stole it at the airport.
Now this is what I wanted. Okay, that too, Sin. Also, what? I thought, didn't I read to y'all 2, 3, 4, 5 months ago that she married him, then divorced him? Then I read that it wasn't real. It was just rumored. Then they were married. Like, is she married to Birdman?
Ugh, he just looks so nasty.
I know Brian, and I mean she is my bestie. Like, she's my super bestie. We were like roommates this summer. Like, literally roommates this summer, me and my baby. She was just a roommate that didn't have her part on her rent. She was a roommate that just could not pay her part, child. I just let her eat and stay for free, honey. We were roommates all summer, so it was different after she graduated. It was cool. So I'm excited about this time in her life. Mm-hmm. Girl, that is a Super Bowl ring. Like, what is going on with Tony and Birdman? Is she married to him?
You know what? Tony messed up too, just like all them Braxtons messed up.
Exit fee. Shannon said, Tony ain't no fool. She said Birdman gonna pay her an exit fee. I know that's right.
He ain't got nothing. You know, I think she was still messing with Terry.
Terry who?
Her ex-husband.
Carrie? You think she's still messing with Carrie?
Yeah, because, okay, let me tell you something. And I've watched it a couple of times. If you remember when Trina and that guy Gabe that died were looking for houses, the realtor was Carrie.
Really?
Yes. And he's standing up there looking. I always liked him when he in that group, but yes, I'm like, wait a minute. And then Carrie was over there one day at her house on the show, and Tamar was like, "Oh, what y'all do? Y'all had a booty call? Y'all had a bounce house call?" So, but the word was that Birdman was messing with Kamora Lee Simmons.
What?
Yeah. Told you. What's that song? I want that old thing back.
I just don't. I mean, don't get me wrong, y'all. I know sometimes relationships come in different waves, looks, feels, and all of that. I just don't. I mean, I'm just gonna speak for me, just the woman I am. In order, like I can't even understand Birdman. How in the world could we make a connection when I don't even know what you're saying? And I get it's the money. I get it. Tony got money too. You know what I'm saying? So she got money too. So okay, I got that part. But do you know how dark it would have to be?
I couldn't take him nowhere.
Baby, in the room tonight, it'll have to be like what's that movie? Boomerang. It'll have to be like that. Baby, that room would have to be dark, baby. It would have to be dark. Woo! Child.
Baby, I'll take one look at the side of his head and say, "Oh no."
I know she's filed bankruptcy, but you gotta understand, like, if you watch that Toni Braxton movie, if you watched her movie, you know that when she filed bankruptcy that time, when she had the Gucci stuff and Oprah was talking about her, like, Toni did that for show. Toni had money. She did that because she had to do it. And then her lawyer was like, you can't tell anybody how you did it and what really happened. You're gonna have to keep that to yourself. They showed that all in the documentary. So,
or how much money Babyface them paid.
Toni got money. You think Toni is not around here sleeping under no bridge, baby? Now, I mean, she's still doing shows and stuff, but Toni got money. Hey, April. Just Toni.
I think it's a storyline.
Does Toni? For when? She done had enough shows to be a storyline. She ain't talked about it yet.
I'm talking about for the
I
upcoming
don't know.
season.
I don't know if
Braxton.
she owns any of her music. I
For
don't
Braxton.
know if she owns it, Mo. I really don't. Hey, April, what's going on?
I just can't. I
The
can't with
woman I am says I deserve to be taken care of and live a lavish lifestyle. Looks has never paid my bills. Okay, Shanda, I'm okay. When you write, you write. I ain't about to argue with you. I am not about to argue with you, Mel. Because when you write, you write. Now I can definitely do that. That's one thing about it. My mind can change, and I can always say you're right because it is what it is. But it would have to be dark though. That's all I got to say.
Girl, I'm telling you, it's bad when you I
Jesus,
showed my cousin,
have
this
mercy.
guy trying to talk to me. And he was like, girl, he couldn't say nothing. He was like, oh, he's light-skinned. Ain't no way. I got something. I gotta have something I can look at it.
You fooling around with Kamora Lee Simmons, baby. You better have some money because she ain't here for she is not for the weak. Most says she may have money like oh, y'all crazy. Please spend it. Lord have mercy. Brian said, please spend it on Miss Evelyn's new wig. What?
Yes.
Tony has never needed a storyline, baby. Tony Braxton, first of all, Tony got to be on the show enough to have a storyline. Tony shows up just for her name only. Because even though Tamar has a name, she's still not a Tony Braxton. And they need, now, you talking about put some respect on somebody's name. They need to put the respect on Tony's name because without Tony, there would be no show.
Nope.
Let's just call it like it is, honey. And they know it. And I don't care what Tamar get on talking about, ooh, this is horrible. Don't watch it. Don't do this. Don't do that. You know, if Tony ain't on there, it still ain't going to be. Point blank in the period. They're not having no show for Tamar because then you're looking at it. What is Tamar doing?
Complaining and
Tamar,
talking about
yeah, I was shocked when I went to see Fantasia and Tamar was opening for her. Even though I enjoyed it, I was just sitting back like, Tamar is opening for Fantasia? If anything, I need to be here at a Tamar show with Drew opening for her. That's who need to be opening for Tamar.
But you know, Tamar's personal stuff on TV.
Where's Brian at? Where's Brian? Please, where Brian? Oh yeah, Brian talking about the wig. Brian is a mess.
But Tamar, I think her social media has gotten people just totally having a distaste in her mouth. I mean, in everybody's mouth. With some blackout curtains.
I am Amy, and Amy is I. Honey, when I say my mouth is, girl, because you coming here talking real stupid, real crazy to me, you gonna understand. You right. That's why I'll be working for the rest of my life. Me and Amy together on that. We see each other. Because baby, I with you on that. I be trying to keep it together. She said her whole routine. Oh, Miss Tina said her whole routine changed when her son came home. However, he's working and still taking classes, so I'm okay. Well, that's good. As long as he's working, honey, that's good. But I'm sure that routine, I'm sure that was a good, child, because I got up today and I was like, ooh, I don't have to cook for real. I don't have to cook.
Hello. I only cook once a week on Sunday.
Now, look, wait a minute. This right here.
Oh,
call it like it is.
That's true.
And I'm gonna go right back to Amy, honey. My mouth is way too slick. At this point, let me go give me a Walmart application because I'm gonna go and be a greeter. Be like, hey, you Millie Chan? Yeah, welcome to Walmart. Thank you for visiting. Have a great experience.
Can I see your receipt?
Child, please let me know if you need something. I'll be on the walkie-talkie. So and so needs on aisle 13. Yep, that'll be me. Cause baby, ain't no way. Hey, 101. Talking about you just got here. Where you been?
You've been on here 2 hours.
Lord have mercy. Kamora come to play. You know, look, Kamara Lee Simmons is not for the weak. So if he is messing with Kamara Lee and he keeping a little Tony on the side, Birdman got the change to do it. But this is women going to men for change. This would have to be what it. If I'm gonna say this, if y'all see me with Birdman, first of all, be quiet, don't say a word, and second, just know the bills are getting paid. That'll be it. That'll be it. Y'all just be like, child, I'm gonna wait for the laugh.
Break me off a light bill. I be like, Milton, can you break me off a light bill?
I know that's right. Y'all be sitting there. We just gonna wait for the live. Did she say she going live today? Because I know I'm had to come out here and make that explanation. But just know,
like,
know
girl,
what it is.
Like your insurance covers psychiatry.
Patricia said, "Drop the link." Hold on, let me put the link out here. Now I'm gonna go in a few minutes, but I'm gonna drop this link. Here you go, Patricia. I'm just not seeing this. I'm a little behind, honey. Girl, Tamar has a bad attitude.
Yes.
Tamar, thanks, JDC. I wouldn't even want to see the whites of his eye. Chris I know it's right, Amy. Let an argument break out. I won't, child. Let an argument break out. Ooh.
Tamar,
Lord, yes, a breeder.
Yeah.
All the tea.
Look, and I'll be on me a little scooter at Walmart next to you. We'd be like soul plane. We'd be the soul plane.
I'm right with you, Miss Exec. I'm right with you, baby. Lord, let me see 8590. I am sitting on a stool. They'd be bought me my own stool. It'll be pink and green with my name engraved on it. Welcome to Walmart. I hope you have a great shopping experience, because that's where I'll be.
Yeah.
Because don't judge. Most of us she judges. Okay. You can judge, no. You can judge.
We be greeters at the store at Walmart, and people trying to steal and be like, girl, get that back in there.
Look, you Jill, what you talking about right here? Jill said, you see me getting flued out. Talking about, oh, I'm in Santorini, girl. Y'all see me that big old pink dress with all the wind in the back. You gonna know how I got here. You just be quiet and just wait for the live. Just be like, Millie Chuck. Like, girl, just one time in my life, I had to see what living was like. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't see how she could get with him, and he was kissing Lil Wayne in his mouth.
It's crazy. Thank you, got shows.
Yeah, when he was kissing Lil Wayne in the mouth.
Oh, no, I'm not. That I couldn't do. I couldn't do that. It couldn't be no kissing. I'd be like, kissing is not in the agreement. We would have to have a tight agreement.
Very tight. You do you.
And you can have and I understand you have to have a prenup. I get it. You got to have a prenup, because I ain't coming with nothing. I'm coming with nothing, and I want everything. So while I'm in it, we gonna be in it. Hey, Patricia.
Hey, how y'all doing, Milton?
Good, girl. You late. What's going on?
No, girl, just been going through some things. You know what time it is.
Yeah,
hey, just take one day at a time.
Oh, Lord. Now, wait
but
a minute.
Look here.
Now, look,
I'm trying to stay in this.
Let me say this to Brian. Brian said a lot of women like men like that, believe it or not. Sometimes the women don't know.
I know that's right.
Look, committed to the journey. Tell her we don't do this on Saturdays often, honey. Tell her we're just having a good Kiki today. We just get it out loud. What you say, Patricia? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I may be cutting off because it's storming here in Houston. But anyway,
okay.
I just wanted to say, why do Marlene come back when she need money? Because that wig. You
just answered your question. At the end. Why did she come back? Because she need money. That's the answer.
Okay.
Hell no more.
You just answered all your question, baby. Because
that wig is sitting up there saying, "Please, ma'am, please."
I think that's that real hair. You know, like if I were to go in there and blow out my real hair and just straighten it, it'll be about this long, and it'll have some flyaways like that.
No.
Alicia,
No. I done seen Miss Marlene hair. That's that famous wig that she always wear when she want to plead her case. You notice anytime she come on that she had that wig on, that's the pleading the case wig. Okay?
well, let me ask you this, Miss Patricia, are you watching the show tonight?
You gonna have it on your screen. Because on Peacock and stuff, you have to pay for that preview over there to watch it over there.
No. If this is what I do. This is what I do. Now this is what I will say. Like I said, we've been watching this show since the beginning. Now, I did not watch last week's show, and I didn't mean to watch it because when we came on live, y'all let me know what was going on. But if I watch it, I watch it from Entertainment Reality TV on Instagram. They have really good clips. So if I watch it, it'll have to be then. And if I talk about it, it'll be certain points. Now, if it's an Ariane situation, I'm going to work it out and I'm going to do a parody if it's an Ariane situation. But no, I don't.
I'm gonna cruise the street. I'm gonna be cruising through the street because
watching on YouTube.
Yeah, because it's some things going on behind the scene. Because see that part that when Tisha was getting up in Chris' face, pointing her finger, and Nell went over there to move her hand out her husband's face, and when Chris told Tisha that
marriage,
he don't have to answer to her. Then she turned around and looked at Marceau like Marceau's supposed to check Chris. But she was disrespecting this woman's husband.
Yeah. But see, Chris is lying. When Mel was on the episode, just because they cut Mel off the scene don't mean that that's not who he was talking to about the NDAs. Chris
right.
His mouth said that when it comes to NDAs, that's some Marceau and Marie stuff. He said
he sure said it. He sure said it.
But when they sit there and talk to him about it, he told me some, oh no, I didn't say that. Okay, when Chris is a cheater and a liar, like that is what he does.
He said, I didn't say it that way.
Well, you said it. That's what you said. Like it, I don't know what that way is. It came out NDAs and it was towards Maurice and Marceau.
Crispy talking out the side of his neck because Chris don't want his stuff to come out. Because if Chris step out too far, Montel gonna put him back in his place. See, that's what's going on. Chris got a leech around his neck. It's only so far he can go out because he go too far out. Montel gonna bring him back in because see, Montel know all their business. And I don't care what nobody say. Montel know their business.
Because let me say this, and now this is when we was all watching the show. Do you remember when we first met Chris Fletcher on the show? Do you remember the first time he came to the office and talked to Martel?
Yes.
We didn't even know Chris had cheated on his wife if it wasn't for Martel. Martel told his business. We had no idea. This man had talked to Marceau. He had talked about the 47 acres and a mule or whatever they was talking about.
Yeah.
And they came and they're talking and he was like, I didn't get it, blah, blah, blah. What's going on? He said, well, see, I'm in a situation like you, like when you cheated on your wife. And Chris had to take a breath because he didn't know how to handle that because that's the first time we found out about him cheating. And we
threw him up under the bus.
Yeah. He did that. Martel knows all the business. Now, I'm going to tell you, this show would be something else if you just let Martel. If you let him do what he needs to do, it would be what it's supposed to be.
Carlos ain't going to let him do it.
No, he not.
Because, see, the thing was going on now. They trying to really freeze him out. You know how they try to play Mel? This is what they trying to do to Martel now. Because it's only certain people that Martel is filming with right now. And that is Chris, that is Nell, that is sometimes Destiny, because Destiny really don't have nobody really that she's filming with right now either. Because it's going to come up. Tisha is mad with Destiny.
Yeah.
Okay. So they not really doing no filming together. See, when Wanda comes on for a reason. Wanda coming on to try to give you an update. You just have to read in between Wanda's line, because when she say and them and those and Chris and because she don't want nobody to understand that Chris is telling the truth on Marceau. They've been doing this thing, having NDA signed. That girl that Martell and that other thing that brought on, they wasn't lying. They ain't lying on him. He's been doing it.
Yeah, I never thought that they were lying. But let me say this: what Brian said. Brian said, "Miss Patricia, can I sit next to you in church?" Let me tell you this, and I'm gonna sit next to Brian because this is the type of carrying on I love in the church house. I told y'all that story how I had to pretend like I had got the Holy Ghost and had to walk out one Sunday.
I know.
Baby, if I don't know why you get in church.
Look, Brian. You saying it for a joke, but let me tell you the honest God truth. I have people really just come to church and they really wants to sit on the side of me, and they get attitudes when they can't sit on the side of me because they know I'm getting ready to say something up under my breath. Like, no, he just didn't say that, did he? Did he just call us a house?
Let me tell you,
baby, right there.
Brian, when I tell you I had to do this, Brian, and walk up out of the church. And I had to, oh Lord, forgive me, Jesus. Yeah, you know my heart, Lord. You know, I had to do this, and I had to do like this a couple times. Baby, I was so tickled. I had already said it in myself. If I don't make it out, I'm just gonna fall out in the floor. I had already said it.
Just go ahead and start kicking. Just start kicking. They say, well, she got the Holy Ghost. Yeah, I should.
I said, I'm going all the way with it. If I can't get out this door in time, it's over.
Girl, I did that. My cousin was sitting next to me, and I would see everything, and I started talking and saying something directly under my breath, and the only people who heard me was the people on my usher board at the time. And child, my mama wasn't in person that Sunday. She came over there and got my cousin. My cousin was crying so hard and laughing. And to this day, we still laugh at that. She said, "You remember when your mama came over there talking about?" Sure, she thought I was happy. I was over there crying because of what you said about that woman. I said, "Girl."
Baby, it's tough. Like, it's tough. Like, I don't know what it is about being in church. It's just, it's the great place. It's the best place.
Yes, it is.
I'm from Grenada, Mississippi, baby. And on Easter
Sunday, I'm from Greenville, Mississippi.
And on Easter Sunday, every color in the rainbow is represented in church. Do you understand?
You better ask somebody.
Baby, and when they come in there, I be down like this. I just can't take it. Somebody walks in.
I'm up in the choir stand and I watch as everybody come through that back door.
Baby, when my mama said, he 85 years old in an Easter suit, I hollered. I was done. I said, Mama, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I
don't care what y'all say, because them sugar daddies be coming through, baby. They be clean.
Baby, hats, gators, everything. They done waited all year for this. All year.
They
looking like Big Bird.
I love it.
Okay.
They did have those long, short pants and boxer drawers on.
Baby, I don't care what nobody say. They coming with the white suits with the white boxes on. I'm like, no, he couldn't find no black ones this morning, so he had to go with he know.
Yes, with the
boxer pants.
Yes, Miss Patricia.
Yeah, he had the boxes on, baby.
Y'all made me spit my candy out.
Oh my God, y'all crazy. I don't know what.
Okay, he had the boxes on. You hear me? And I'm sitting up in the choir stand. I said, no, he couldn't find his black drawers this morning. He dropped over Tuesday house. Okay.
It raises so much HE double hockey sticks. It just don't even make no sense. Oh my God, y'all
girl. And the mother of the church coming there dressed all up, everything matching it. I'm like,
I gotta go check my door, y'all.
And then you look down on the ankle of stocking twisted. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, ain't that the worst with them stockings turn around? You can
they be twisted, baby. Okay. Them stockings be twisted, okay? Okay. She did the best she could.
SAS shoes.
Yes.
No, you did throw that. Girl, the way this man just threw this doggone package at my door. Are you crazy?
Okay.
Girl.
Yeah. Somebody please tell me what is we gonna do with Montel? What is we gonna do with Montel?
Martell need to figure out what he gonna do with himself because he about to be off of this show. Ain't nobody. Let me tell you something. When I saw the 2 episodes, the clips I've seen, I was like, it is difficult to watch this show. It is difficult. I think for me, it's Maurice reaching for this storyline with Jalen. Like I don't understand this at all. Like, why are you? This boy is grown.
Oh, he talking about the court cases he lost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grown with a child. Okay. Why don't they talk about his child?
Y'all, the way this man threw this package at my front door, this is crazy.
Hey, I had one come in and they broke mine. The stuff that I had in mine, it's busted all up. But girl, let me tell you.
Thank you so much.
What really pushed the icing on the cake, this what happened. When Mel was out there with the kids, they was out there and having fun and going on. So Ariane said, she is not gonna outdo me. I'm gonna call Martell and you better respond. And I'm gonna have you on the speakerphone. And you better answer when I call you, and you better respond to me, and you better talk something nice to me, or I'm leaving.
Miss Patricia, you go and watch Love and Marriage Huntsville because
girl, you are
I want you. And listen, you won't get nothing from me. You go on and watch. You go on and watch because I understand. I need you to understand. I understand why people still watch the show. I understand because it's a show you've been watching from the beginning. And then even though people are still watching it, some people they watching it and they upset because they can't believe they sit down watching it and they get mad at themselves after they watch it and it's nothing that they've shown. But you can't stop watching it because you've been watching it since the beginning. So I understand when people watch it.
They in groups. People go to different
26,000. Thank you.
They go through groups. They not just because see the thing is how you tune in so they won't get the rating because their ratings is low. But Carlos gonna try to put it up. Well, anyway, they goes into groups to different CCs, and that's why they watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. But this the last one that people gonna be watching because the one last week it was really boring. It was so boring. I went to sleep on it.
Yeah, that's what I didn't watch it. They told me last week about it, and it was
boring.
It sounded like it was boring. I mean,
it
was. I heard the clips of Maurice talking to Jalen about how he was as a father, and I'm like, Maurice, we all know how you was a father. Kimmy said she didn't want to have to raise Monster. She had to raise Monster, so I'm sure you wasn't putting in too much time with Monster. If the girl had to go get her a dog for intimacy, that is insane. Not intimacy, you know.
Girl, I was like, golly, how many you done had, Millie Chong?
My dad had none. I mean, there's been a long time. This is just tea.
Oh well, I can't get over why Maurice wears suits every scene.
He got to look the business part.
Yeah, and ain't got a case nowhere in Huntsville.
Ain't got a pot to piss in and when to throw it out of.
My Lord,
and that's on a for real note. Maurice ain't got nothing. It is all a show. It ain't nothing but a show. Maurice ain't got nothing. Just like he pulled up there in the G-Wagon. Do you actually think that's his G-Wagon? Hell no. Just like he pull up in all them other cars, he go out there and rent them from his friend. Those is not Maurice's car. Maurice still driving that old car that he had when he was with Kaya.
Well, he was driving that 2012 something when he had the wreck.
Okay, that's his car.
Yep.
But they go rent those cars from their friend.
Yep.
And he owns a luxury car lot. Well, that's where they go and get those cars from.
Wait, Amy said his suit is part of his performance, y'all. Lord have mercy, Jesus, y'all. Ooh. Lord.
Of course, he got to dress the part, man, Sean. Hell, he's a lawyer.
He does.
He's a lawyer. And you know, lawyers stays in suits all the time. That's why he can't do nothing for Kimmy.
They said they lost a child. They said it, honey. I don't know.
But what's so sad about it is with Maurice.
Who lost a child? Kiki
They said
can't have no kids.
no, lost her house. They lost their house.
Yeah.
Oh, that house been gone. That house been gone.
Yeah, that's what they said this about 2 weeks ago, Kim. I mean, IJP. They said that about 2 weeks ago.
It's been a
Yeah, that
while
house
though,
been gone.
because they moved to Tennessee.
Yep, that house been gone. But see, they started filming back in December. That house been gone.
Oh, Jesus. Y'all rub. Karen Valerie said not cosplaying as a lawyer. I know that's right.
They never had a case in burnt and
I ain't never heard of even won a case from nobody. In fact, he is still in the court.
Wait, Miss, I don't know about this. Let me ask you this. Sandra said, why is Tisha and Destiny beefing? Tisha and Destiny beefing?
Uh-huh.
because they both slept with, allegedly slept with Martell.
Now we ain't gonna do that. Now we ain't gonna do that, Sin. Now we ain't gonna.
I said allegedly.
I don't believe that's.
Well, you tell the truth.
We're not putting that out. Not over here. I'm not putting that out now. Don't put that on.
Hey, it's been out, baby. You late.
I ain't gonna say nothing about
you late.
I'm not saying Destiny didn't allegedly.
That's you late. So you ain't got to put it out. It's been out.
Well, I'm definitely late then because I ain't never heard that.
Well, where you been?
I ain't been over here with no Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That is definitely where I have not been.
Even Mel say I don't. Mel even say I wouldn't put nothing past you.
Well, yeah, I know Mel has said that, but I ain't know about Tisha.
No, Tisha know what time it is.
Oh yeah,
Tisha know what time it is.
Tisha got the same car she had when they first started. But
and that ain't the only thing. Tisha them still in the same house that they had when they first started. Besides when they moved out of Mel and them townhouse.
Yep.
Well, honey, let me see. Let me see if it's something else I need to talk. Let me see if it's something I need to talk about. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate it.
I feel so sorry for Miss Marlene when she say, and the situation. And you know the situation. She was too scared to even say, you had a baby on your wife.
Well, you know what? I don't think she wants to do that because I don't think, like, Miss Marlene is the ultimate enabler.
Very much.
Enabler. She's the ultimate enabler. And I feel like this. I feel like when the social media, when we beat Martell down and all that stuff, I feel like he goes to his mama to just kind of get his stuff refreshed and get built back up so he can come out here and get done again, because she just will not say, Martell, you effed up. You messed up your life with your wife. You messed up how I get treated. You messed up your children's life. You did with somebody that you can't even get a fourth of what you had with your wife. You can't even get that. And you did that. And he's, then he say little stuff like, I know this and this and this and that. But see, Martell don't really believe he did anything wrong. He really doesn't.
Right. But Millichan, I feel like this. Miss Marlene knew that Martell was messing around with Arian way before she came up and told him about that baby. Okay. Now what she's trying to mean, she is trying to play it off like she didn't know that Martell had taken this to another level with Arian. Okay. But Arian say way back when she goes on her rage that she been over to Miss Marlene's house many a time when the kids was there, when they was younger. She mentioned that out her own mouth. But the thing that gets me, Miss Marlene plays the victim, but she's also scared of Martell because, see, at that time, Martell was paying them bills for her, when he had the money. So therefore, she had to downplay a lot of stuff that Martell was doing. Yeah. And she knew if she started talking that the finance was going to get cut off. And after things started to pop it off and Mel got wind of different things, that's when the house had to go up for sale. That's when she had to move back over into the little bitty apartment. That's when, Martell can't stay there because it's like a senior citizen home. So after all of these things was going down with Miss Marlene realized that she really messed up.
Yeah.
Because if she had been right with Mel, she could be still living in that home that she was staying in. And Mel would have made sure that she would have been all right. But she went against Mel. When she turned around and said Mel was this, Mel was lazy, Mel this, and then Mel did that. But see, what she failed to realize, Mel was the key. Mel was the bag.
Miss Edith said the Inez wine must have dried up. Girl, she drunk that up out the garage, honey, because them bottles are gone. Because he not even bring up bottles no more on the show. Martell drug his mama calling him out. Yep, he did do that. He went off on his mom. My mama shouldn't have said that or something like that.
Yeah.
So I agree. Whenever she says something, like whenever she tries to make sense of it all or just try to explain how it is, he does do that. He does tend to go off and say you wrong. Then she come back talking about.
But she waited too late to say it, Millie Chun. She waited too late. Yeah. You don't play into the field until you get the bomb starts coming. Then you want to downsize it that you don't want the bomb to come over here when you should have stopped them bombs going off way before. Because she should have stood up with Martell when it first brought it to her. She should have had something to say. Well, son, you're wrong. Son, you should have did this. Son, don't do this. Don't do that. This is going to mess up your life. But she wasn't there. Marlene was more so whatever Martell wanted to do, that's what Martell did. And see, she had no say-so because she had no control because she never been there with Martell to have that control. Yeah. Martell control his mother. The mother don't control Martell.
Because Martell paying for whatever he can pay for.
Because Martell
Marlene learned to keep her mouth. She learned to keep her mouth off Mel. First of all, shout out to Melody for making sure they don't say her name at all on the show.
They saying her name. They saying her name.
They didn't say her name.
They are saying her name. They are saying her name.
Who's saying it? Because on the preview, they just say my ex.
But what I'm saying is to you, they might as well. Who is Martell's ex?
I mean, I'm just saying her name. Of course, they're going to talk about her likeness. They have to, because if they're referring to her, they're not saying her name. And because
they ain't got nothing else to talk about, Minute John.
That's what I'm saying, but they can't say it. You know what I'm saying? You cannot say it. We all know who they're talking about. We know what they're talking about. Just like when they talking about Chris, talking about the NDAs. You know who he was talking with. They cut her off, but we know who he told. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, just because they cut it off, we know who was behind it, but they can't play it. But they're going to have to do it.
And that's what I don't understand on what I know that's trying to keep it, because of the situation and it keeps the name flowing. But I don't understand one thing, why she don't even stop them from saying her name totally or using her in a sentence, because the fact is, They ain't got nothing else to talk about. Every week it's still her name.
That's why they can't do it. It'll always be a likeness, because what else is he gonna talk about? He can't talk about, because if him and Destiny get together, even he and Destiny were together talking about Ariane. In their conversation, they were talking about Mel. They couldn't just stick to Martell and Ariane, because when Martell said, what did he say? He said something about marriage. He gonna move her in his investment property, and she was like, "Y'all gonna live together?" He said, "No, we're not married," or something. He said, "Cause it's just fresh." She was like, "You still on that?" He was like, "That's kind of hard to get over." So we know who he was talking about in that moment. And I'm like, Ariane's got to be pissed. She's got to be pissed.
She need to. She needs to. I'm pissed for her.
He just took her some Skittles. She all right.
But I don't understand, I guess because I'm an older woman. Mm-hmm. When I say older woman, you would consider me as an elder, okay? And I don't understand, why would you keep yourself in a situation like that? Because out of all these years, this man have not made no kind of effort to even marry you. Not talking about I'm looking a little bit. Out of all this time, this woman done disrupt your whole life.
Yeah.
But you taking one step at a time.
I was done when he told Tasha K that they're getting to know each other. That's when I was done. That's when I was like, okay, Ariane, like you're gonna have to get some sense. Like you're gonna have to put your foot down or something. Because if you have gone taking up to this point, it's been 10 years, and y'all just not getting to know each other. At this point, y'all they're divorced, and now he's just getting to know you. And now he's talking about, oh yeah, if she keep doing like she doing, she'll get a ring. Like we getting there. Girl, you can stop it.
Because the fact is, he depending on, which I doubt it very seriously. I doubt it very seriously. And somebody gonna have to just come and show me. Because I really don't believe that Ariane is going to graduate and become a nurse. Because she say out her own mouth, she say nursing is too hard. She said, and I don't have the patience or the time to go to school.
Well, she is doing it. She is doing it. I know it from good. I know that she's doing it, and I know how well she's doing. Also, I already know that. I know that for sure. I can say for a fact. Unless they lying to me, I can tell you for a fact that she is doing it. But she is at a community college. But they said that her confidence is not where it should be.
I can imagine.
Also, they said not only is her confidence not where it should be, but also that it would be bad if she went on that show, because what she's trying to do could lack. It would make her go. You know, it would bring her down. So I mean, I said, I don't know, child. I don't know, honey.
Minichan, at this point,
so she doing it. And he talking about, but
feel like
she
may be going to school.
Trying to get his family.
She might be going to school and she might be trying. But when you dealing with a man like Martell, that's difficult. Because you got to take care of male 4 kids plus your kid, go to school, clean up the house.
No, stop. No, time out. No, it might be difficult, but she gonna do this because he paying for it. She's going to do this because
he ain't paying for her going to school. She got them grants, girl. He is not paying for that girl going to school.
Don't yell at me, Miss Patricia. Don't yell at me.
No, I'm sorry. No, my voice is loud, but she got a grant because she saved it.
She may, but that's not what I'm telling you what I've heard, not what I think. I'm telling you what I've heard. So I'm just saying, if it's him saying he's putting her through school, and I'm saying that I've heard it on good accord, she's going to finish this. Now, if she doesn't understand that he's going to scheme off the top, because she need to understand why he's doing it or why he's supporting her like this, it's going to be something that he's going to get out of it. If she doesn't understand that by now, then she'll never get Martell.
Okay, Miss Minichon, I didn't mean, but my voice is loud. But what I'm trying to say to you is, I'm sorry if you feel like I was, hollering at you. But what I'm saying to you is that Ariane has gotten a grant, a student loan for this year, because she said it out of her own mouth that she was going to get a loan to go back to school. She said that if anything should happen, that of course he was going to kind of like, be in the trenches to help her. But see, with the income that Martell has, okay, with that one job and those little DBA houses that he trying to put up, that he's working upon the other folks' contract. See, Martell really not making no money, y'all. Martell basically is trying to pay off for this IRS that he got. He also got loan money that he had borrowed from the house that Ariane them staying in. He's in financial debt up to his neck. When Marceau told him, when he say, "Well, I bet you $50,000," and Martell said, "You ain't got," he ain't lying. Martell ain't got no money, y'all. And what they trying to do is base their income on this girl here trying to go to school, and it's gonna take a while for her even to finish and get a degree to do anything. I have a pathologist in my family. My son is a pathologist, and I was so tired of him going to school till it made me tired. And I know it takes a lot of money.
Yeah, but
maybe she just
I will say this:
a CNA.
Whatever it is, like Miss Exec says right here, whatever it is, all roads lead to Martell at the end of the day. So she could be trying to get her do whatever she's gonna do. Like he said it. I heard him say it myself. She better do it. You know, she's doing good and she'll get the ring if she's doing this. But like, I hope Ariane is not going to school and trying to do her clinicals and all that stuff, thinking she gonna get engaged to or married, because Martell is not going to do that.
No. But he can't get his building license, but he want her to get her license. Please. Please.
It will be good for her in so many ways, because I feel like if Ariane can get this done, maybe she can get some sense too, and she can just move on her life. Just move on her life, because she ain't gonna get no fight if she go back to Ohio. She's not gonna get a fight.
It ain't gonna happen. Oh, Lord, it ain't gonna happen.
I'm trying. I've tried, I guess.
It ain't gonna happen. Martell needs to focus on him trying to get his building license, but he focused on something on this girl. Him finish school, and hell, he can't even finish a open book test. Please.
It's so sad. It's so sad, and this is why I said I know people are not watching, and people do tune in to talk about, but it's like sometimes it's like just to see how crazy it is. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be watching it like, why am I watching this? Because when I watched that second episode, I was like, why did I watch this? But I realized on that episode, I was like, okay, Ariane is Martell's storyline. Because what else? If you take Ariane out of the equation, what else does Martell have to talk about? Other than him? No, I'm talking about Martell. What does Martell?
That's what I'm saying. The other thing he got to talk about is Destiny, because nobody else want to film with him.
No, he can talk to Destiny. He doesn't have anything else going on in his life. He can talk to Destiny. He can talk to her, so he can film with her. But what does he have going on? Like, we could talk about the court cases, but Martell doesn't want to do that because they're not always in his favor. And he is one man that does not want anything to be distracted that is not in good favor of him. So so all he can do is talk about Ariane, which is disrespectful. You know, it is very disrespectful. It is. You know, like, it was disrespectful when he had Ariane on their phone in the car. That was disrespectful. Now that was disrespectful, and he was married at that time, because he went to the party and Mel was like, sign the papers. You know what I mean? So that was disrespectful. It was disrespectful when we found out from Sonny that Ariane was actually supposed to film and ready to film, and Martell had called her to come up to film. That was disrespectful when we found that out. Now this is triple down. You know, we're not even saying his baby mama, his son's mother anymore. We're saying Ariane. Right. She probably has a smile on her face from left to right, but
coleslaw.
Bless her heart.
She ain't coleslaw no more. She's Ariane now.
But bless her heart, because she'll never, like, I would hate to be that type of person. I would hate to be in a situation with somebody like that, where I had to, like, this is the only place I could go. You know what I'm saying? Because unless she goes to Wyoming or Idaho or North or South Dakota, that is the only place she can go. Don't nobody know who she is, I think, in my mind. I don't know.
And I think it's very, very disrespectful.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna tell you how I feel. I think it's very disrespectful for them to even bring her up on this show, not just because Mel was the creator of this show, because other than that, this show would have never grew legs. And I feel like this here. they are trying to put a situation into place where they're trying to ease her on us. And I feel like this here, she is not worthy to even be eased into people's likeness, because a lot of women that have been through this type of situation will never look upon her as being the woman, the lady, being respectable. Because right now, if me looking at her, she is very disrespectful, and I have no respect for her.
Yeah, and that's the disrespect. And Carlos, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna have to go because this will be 3 hours we on here talking. But I'm gonna say this: Carlos is doing it for ratings. He's doing whatever he can get for his ratings to grow, right? But if you really think about your audience, I'm not saying that women on here have been cheated on. I'm not saying that at all. But if you haven't been, you know somebody that has been, and 10 times out of 10 they've watched the show. It is very disrespectful to even mention her name when you know that, you know, he was married to this woman. He's had 4 children with this woman. They had a great life. The show came to be because of him and her. And now bring this woman who broke up their marriage onto a show. And you expect people to really, and this is now when it gets to stuff like this will have me not watching nothing, because
on her show
to the point that you got this woman on here who broke up a marriage when it's supposed to be about black excellence, black love, black couple, and you have a woman who's come here and broken it up, and now, because real talk, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, statistics show that men that cheat don't leave their wives for their other women.
Nope.
But this happens. This is not something that always happens. So now it's down with the disrespect. So you even mentioning her whole name.
Yes.
When I heard that, I was like, what? Oh my God.
Yes.
I couldn't believe it.
Not the peasant. Not the peasant.
But the thing is, Carlos never had a close relationship with his mother, first of all. And therefore, Carlos do not have respect for women. So therefore, this was going on. He didn't have respect for male. But at that present time, when this show first started, Carlos needed this show to go on for him to pick up, because he had lost the job on Atlanta. So he needed Mel. Yeah. He needed for her and what was going on. Like he get on that thing and be talking that yang yang. Yeah. But see, he knew, but he promised that girl that he was gonna stick by her and he was gonna walk her and hold her hand. And as soon as that show hit, it started going left field. He was using that girl's pain to make his pocket fat.
And now
that's what he was doing.
And now when he's on these things and he's being asked, do reality TV shows break up marriages? And then his response is they were already broken before they got to me.
Yes, that's what he say.
So like it's just extremely disrespectful. I respect the blackout. I do respect the blackout. I do not watch the show. I will be watching Houston, Hustle in Houston. I will be watching
Heart and Hustle.
Yeah, Heart and Hustle. I will be watching that. I'll review that, and if I see something that, because if I see something that I feel like I want to talk about on there, on it, if I do it on YouTube or entertainment reality TV, then I'll talk about it. If not, I'm not going to talk about it. But I want to thank you all for coming up. I want to thank you all for being here on this live for these 3 hours. I want to thank everybody in the bushes. I want to thank everybody out here. Thank you for the likes, support. Thank you for listening to my craziness on a daily basis and supporting me with my daughter going to school. I really appreciate that. Everybody who's given to her, thank you. And I'll talk to y'all later on. So y'all have a good day. This was a good live. We had a good time. Look, Sam was up the whole live, so I have to do it.
Yeah, I know, right?
So this was
Sam
great.
said you can go to sleep.
Miss Bluebell, I'm about to
Man,
go
you
get the ice
many
cream.
times. You remember that lady fell asleep and you thought it was me snoring?
Yes, I know. It's exactly hours. Yes.
Minister, before you go, you
Uh-huh.
know one thing? I would love to have a conversation with Carlos. You know, Carlos is hurting. Carlos got some mending that he needs to do in his own life. And it doesn't have anything to do with no shows. He is hurting. Carlos' heart is broken. And it's been broken.
Yeah, it's been broken for a while. I heard what he said
Yeah.
about that. So, oh, Miss Bluebell said I pull her out the bushes. Miss Bluebell, and thank you because I'm gonna go get me some Bluebell in a minute. I'm so glad you
don't
came out
say
to for me.
Don't
Thank
say
you.
that. Don't make me get up and go get some.
Girl, it took, girl, I was in Kroger today and I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I did it. And then Miss Bluebell came out the bushes and I knew it was God. Thank you, Jesus.
Girl,
And Minister, I want to thank you for coming on. I appreciate this, you coming on, because I'm going to tell you, I've been in a depression situation all this week, and I felt like that I just felt very alone because I lost my sister and I was burying my nephew on the day that I lost my sister, and I was feeling really down, and I had nowhere to turn. That I just cried. I just cried and cried because I really felt alone. But see, people don't know. People really don't know behind that smile and that laughter what you really doing to help people. Like I'm telling you, I was in a depression. I was really feeling down. Do you imagine? Could anybody imagine? I'm burying my sister on the day that my nephew died, and that's his mother. We putting her in the ground, and we found out he's died. He's dead at the. And this is something I'm dealing with.
Well, I'm so sorry, and prayers to you, and our condolences to you, Miss Patricia. And I'm glad that I was on today, and I'm glad that you coming up here makes you feel a little bit better, just a little bit. I am so thankful. So, it's good. That's gonna be a long ride, but I'm here, and when I'm here, I'll go live. You know, you're welcome to come up. I love you, Miss Patricia. I appreciate you coming back.
My condolences.
I thank you, and I just want to let you know, a lot of people don't realize, you don't know what people going through, even though they laughter and what's behind that smile. People be hurting, and I'm a living witness that I am one of those persons that's still hurting. You know.
Yeah, and honestly, you know, not to just to ride on what you're talking about, like y'all do that for me too. Like y'all have, it's like sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I come on here and y'all just don't know what y'all do for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate you all just coming and being here because, you know, sometimes when I hit this button and log off, it can be tough sometimes, but that's just how it is.
Yeah.
But we are here for each other. And I'll be back. And Miss Patricia, you come back. And thank you all so much for being here today. This has been a fantastic conversation.
So, I'm from the SIP too, so I know how it is. You know, being in Mississippi, I know how it is.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough. So, but I appreciate y'all. Y'all really don't know. Y'all really have no idea what y'all do for me on those type of days. Like sometimes I click on because I need it, and sometimes when I click off, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you all, you know, on those moments. And I just thank you for being here for me. And I'm here for you all.
Welcome.
So I love y'all.
What flavor did you get?
Millennium Crunch, honey.
Have you tried the fudge bomb?
The
banana fudge bomb?
Girl.
Have you tried the peppermint when it comes out?
They have everything in there I want. I'm getting ready to go, Sin.
I know it, girl.
Y'all be trying so hard. And I be trying to stay here. I love y'all, but it's time to go. I will be back. I love y'all. To peace.
Okay,
all right.
Bye-bye.
Love you too.
Bye-bye,
y'all. See y'all later.
All right. Bye. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to y'all later on.